son.
Hi, Sash.
Hey,
Oh,
Sash.
hey there, Sash. How you doing?
Go
Hello,
away.
everyone, and welcome to another episode of Storm King's Thunder, where we have just witnessed the absolute destruction of the Eye of the All-Father, and presumably the sacred and ancient oracle within. Now we are in command of an airship given to us by the noble Clouth, red dragon of terrifying might. And as a result, I guess we are in his debt somewhat, with our orders being to slay the lords of the hill giants, the kings and queens and chieftains. But there's no particular agenda or timeline for which we can do it. And indeed, we're under no real obligation to do it at all. For all we wanted to, we could possibly toss. In fact, I think we might have already tossed at least one of the cultists overboard. And the
I
rest.
stabbed him.
There we go. And the rest are compliant for now. It would seem that we have flown our ship from its destination, where Emirith destroyed the Eye of the All-Father, and we can only assume that Harshnag was slain in the process. And we appear to have travelled the 180 miles to the south that will place us above Zymorvan Hall. That being the case, we land on familiar ground that we own ourselves. And after the initial terror of that the farmers have to endure to see an invading vessel that they will assume maybe the Centarum, they are delighted to see that it is their Lord Zymorvan.
Librettable.
The mightiest amongst us.
They cheer and cheer for Librettable.
He strikes a pose.
Well, let's get these cultists outfitted with something a little less conspicuous.
We did last session. I made sure
Yeah.
that we painted the ship and we got them in something. I think it was armors of Zymorvan Hall. And they just hid their armor in their ship.
But black is my color. Red is my color.
You could be black and blue if you'd like.
Silver matches your eyes, though.
They do what they're told. Yeah, so I think, like, and it says, I'm not going to really direct you on how to make your decisions or even to make a decision at all. But I suggest that you spend a while discussing what you want to do. There's so many options here. There really is. And so go ahead and work out how you'll be spending the next day or the next month, the next year.
Could take some goblin slaying quests. Then we can go to my house while we're there.
I wanted to ask the cultists if Clouth is friends with Imorith.
Imirith.
No, not friends
No,
at
not
all.
friends.
They're rivals, or he uses a draconic word for which there is no translation, and it basically means rivals, friends, hatred. It's a really complex word to come up with, but rivals is the closest one we've got.
And would he help us get rid of her maybe at some point? Not directly, but
yeah, not directly. Most red dragons have a reputation for being
assholes.
yeah, that's right. Uncontrollable and unpredictable, and quite simply, for all their intelligence, a little bit reckless. But Clouth didn't get to being thousands and thousands of years old without being extremely cunning. Probably, as far as the cultists are concerned, he is literally the smartest, strongest, and most ancient being in the world. Like, whether that's true or not is irrelevant because they deeply, deeply believe it. Yeah,
He's the oldest dragon, isn't he?
some say that. Yeah, some say.
If we kill him, would they start following us as the strongest beings?
It's, they don't think that Mistra or Bane or the gods could kill Clouth, or they would have done by now. Clouth is, in their minds, a god on Earth. So the idea of you guys killing him is just, like
They laugh at us.
you might as well
I
kill
don't
the sun.
know. We're level 7 now.
Yeah,
We're pretty strong.
pretty
We're up
important
there.
people.
Or we just go kill the blue dragon then.
We're up and comers.
Get on that.
I don't know about that one either, partner. I think that,
That
one's
would
a
earn
bit-
their respect. If you were able to kill a Mirith, like an ancient dragon who is renowned, it'd be like killing a world leader. That level of fame is legendary, and people would remember your name for 100 years.
Should we start with the hill giant leader?
We should definitely check it out.
To where we think they are?
Sounds like a plan.
Where were they again?
We assume that they are in the Frost Hills behind Mithril.
Yeah, we had to check out the cave that was on the map that the Zentarum told us about. And then we need to find where all the singing is coming from, which I think we actually went over and saw them.
We did. That's
There's
right.
a lot,
And
of, lot of females.
all females, 100% females, unless you count, the equivalent of a
baby.
juvenile, a 10-year-old or less, even less, a 5-year-old or less. Yeah, the juveniles and infants. Yeah, mostly entirely mothers and their spawn.
And that is against. It's a bit weird for hill giants to be doing that, isn't it?
It absolutely is. They behave much like gorillas or some sort of primitive primate. They tend to gather in groups where a dominant male has his wives, and the males fight each other to death to claim mating rights over 4, 5, 6 different hill giant females. So to see them congregating in such a large group, well, I'll leave you to speculate what that means, but it's unheard of.
An extremely strong single male.
Possibly.
Well, do we want to get a closer look at it? We'd have to.
Do we know, like, what giants do we know or where? Or do we?
We know where the frost giant's place is about. See him
So
moving
the
north.
cultists know. The cultists know where pretty much all the giants are.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, like they can't be certain, but Clouth knows, right? And Clouth has told them, and so it's kind of like it's secondhand knowledge at best. And these guys aren't the smartest, but they have an idea.
How come Clouth knows?
Clouth knows everything.
If Clouth knows where they are, how come he hasn't just gone and done a drive-by and killed them?
And they think about this for a while, and like they don't really have an answer for it. But for one, well, put it this way: let's take the fire giants. They live underneath the ground, so
Yeah, of course.
it's pretty difficult. The frost giants, he'd have to go into the cold areas, and Klaus doesn't like the cold.
Hurts his
So-
bones.
Yeah, he could hunt the hill giants to extinction, but he'd rather eat hill giant, and therefore doesn't drive them to extinction. He just hunts them selectively, and so on.
They're giving me the whole ecology of Clouth.
Exactly.
And I'm
He's-
just
he's-
like, whatever.
So he's too lazy to actually do his own work. He has us do it for him. Got it.
You would see it as lazy, but is it not wise to sit on one's hoard and sleep for 100 years?
I guess.
That's
No.
the fucking goal.
He gets it.
Well, do you know where the rest of them are then?
More or less, yeah. So if there's one over the other that you'd like to see, yeah, I'll bring up the vague details to give you an idea of where they are. The Storm King, they think he is either in the clouds or at the bottom of the sea or on some distant island or on the top of a mountain.
One of the four.
That's right, somewhere in the world. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, I think that's like literally anywhere. That's anywhere a a storm giant could be.
Precisely.
They've listed all of them. They're not wrong.
So they think that the hill giant chief can be found on the Desserin River. The Desserin is which
Down
one?
here, south.
Is it the one that connects to Waterdeep? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's a very long river that goes from Waterdeep up north towards the Yartar.
It also goes into the
Nominal's
Fire
hold.
Forest
Ah, good call. Yeah.
and up into the Siberian Hills a little bit.
So like that's pretty helpful, I suppose. I guess.
Thanks, guys.
My
Exactly.
goal would be on the hills, probably.
We've fought off frost giants at Bryn Shander. Has there been any? And we fought off a fire giant at Xanthals. Do we know if there's been other attacks?
Oh yeah. Tribal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tribor was another 2 fire giants. Is that all?
There was one at Golden Fields, which I don't think is on the map. Golden
Yeah, it is.
Fields, is it? There it is.
Right
Yeah.
next to Waterdeep.
Yeah. So there was one there as well, and that was yours. A fire giant at Tribor, frost giant at thing. That must have been hill giants. Yeah, it was. They basically because Golden Fields. You should understand what that is. Golden Fields is a massive open air temple, but it's primarily a farm. In fact, the majority of food that Waterdeep eats comes from this one farm called Golden Fields. That's how big it is. But you know, when we think of the medieval times, you might think of really small farms, each owned by a little peasant, and the whole thing's owned by the lords and the kings or whatever. Golden Fields is nothing like that. It's much more like a modern mega corporate farm. There are acres and acres and acres and acres and acres and acres of wheat and barley and rye and horses and cows and sheep and mills and dairy facilities and the whole shebang. It's one incredibly large corporate farm, all owned by the Temple of Shaun-Ti. And Shaun-Ti is the oldest goddess of all. She's the god of the earth, the Gaia of this world, the god of the earth, the god of fertility, the god of good harvests, obviously, the god of peasants and farms, and so on. And so this temple owns thousands of acres of farmland, and because they are a temple, they then distribute this at a very low and fair rate throughout the north. And the hill giants turned up and they sacked it. And they weren't interested in killing people, they wanted the food. And it was all hill giant males, they noted. It was 100% hill giant males, so whether, I guess most raids are hill giant males, it's the men who do the raiding. But anyway, there might have been 20 or 30 of these hill giant males turned up, sacked Golden Fields, took everything they could carry, sheep, oats, barley, and so on, and then they pissed off up the Desserin River towards their hideout.
Well, could be in the Sumba Hills, the Desserin Hills, or Cerbran Hills. But it's strange that there's all the women up in the Frost Hills. Sebring gets all the way up here. The Desserin sort of turns into the Sebring over here. So it could be up here, maybe. Well, do we want to have a closer look at the group of
The
female
Desserin
giants?
kind of turns, doesn't it?
It does.
It turns to
Yeah.
the right.
Yartar is like a Y where the rivers meet. 3 rivers, 2 rivers, however you want to look at it.
2 rivers with 4 branches.
Yeah, there's also this river as well. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's the Serban River or something
I
else.
think that's still the it must be the Cerbran.
Don't think so, but I
It
don't
might be
know.
just a smaller tributary.
Could be. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Some.
Yeah. It's, in any case, Yartar is a river town, and virtually all of their trade, and even most of their industry is based around barge shipping.
Well, yeah. Do we want to go check out get a closer look at where all these female giants are, or do we want to have a drive over the Desserin River and see if we can spy them?
No, we're at Zymoven Hall.
Yeah.
We're 83 miles away.
What's the range on Arcane Eye? 30 feet.
I mean, it's all well and good to do this, but should we not contact Waterdeep about Harshnag?
Contact his friends?
Yeah,
I don't know any of his friends.
because he's kind of fucking dead now, isn't he?
But who do we contact?
Isn't he like a
He
grey?
knew people in
something?
Trollskull. The Trollskull Manor. He was a regular there.
Was he?
Well, that's where I saw him first.
Well, I need to
I
know
saw him
someone to
As
message.
when I was a kid wandering around.
Wish for me to message. Me? No, I come from the Dale Lands. Familiarity. Maybe their name. Maybe I've seen them twice or something. Spoke to them once, maybe. Long enough so I know them by memory. By name, by face. If you name someone and I can't imagine the face, I don't think I can send the spell. Was it Peter that we were talking to?
I think so, yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, the twins used to run Trollskull. Still run Trollskull.
Met them once. Should I message the owner?
Peter's a member of the Grey Cloaks. I'm sure he would get the message where it needed to be.
Well, regardless, I can't do it today. Do it tomorrow. We should decide what we want to do first. I can send the spell tomorrow, but do we want to go after this? After the women giants, the lady giants. Investigate to see if the giant king's there or the giant queen or whatever. Do we know if it's a giant king or queen?
I don't think we've ever asked.
Can I ask one of the cultists if they know if?
They never thought about it. No, they just, yeah, they're kind of patriarchal, so they thought it was a male thing.
But we saw a female god in the hall.
Heck,
We'll take a closer look at it. I can if we get in relative range, I can, or a mile out, I can scry on them. Have a look around. Is that agreeable?
Sounds good to me.
Well, if everyone's ready, spend a night here and first thing in the morning set off to the Hill Giants.
Sounds good. I haven't actually been in my room. I would like to have a look at the master bedroom in Zymoven Hall.
oh, it's pretty modest. Yeah, it's probably an old grand bed. Like a lot of this, most of this entire estate is quite old and was once magnificent, but hasn't been maintained because of the funding or because he's been too interested in rebuilding the farms or the defences and hasn't had time to bother with furnishing. So what decorations there are here are kind of classic, but grandmother style. Very out of date. Very again aging a little bit. Rust along the mirrors and moth-eaten holes along the bedspreads. But in spite of the damage, there's a definite grandeur to it. A stately, honourable honesty to this modest and yet well-appointed room.
All right then.
You look out over the swamp, and you can see the trolls out there hunting through the mist, and you're home.
Taking a big whiff. That's the smell I love.
Love the
Dirty swamp air. We essentially own Florida.
Yeah, you see some crocodiles parked up on the bank.
A couple meth heads trying to sell a baby alligator.
Yeah, maybe. Trying to sell it to afternoon nap.
Come on, we really need the money, man.
Got any more of them potions?
Speaking of getting a companion, could I, instead of sleeping, spend 8 hours getting a companion? 8 hours and 50 gold worth of stuff.
Absolutely.
Troll.
Oh God.
No, there might not be a lot to buy here.
I think it's part of his class.
Summoning. He's summoning
Yeah.
one.
It's just a
Oh,
spirit
right.
that turns into an animal.
Brilliant. So tell us about the spirit animal that you summon, or even tell us about the ritual that you perform to get it. Hmm. So how do you what's the ritual look like for you? Do you make it a burnt offering, or perform some sort of dance or something? How do you get your animal?
I guess just in the natural way Nat gets anything, he'd just wander out into the wild, eating some nice food, wander into a panther and just share it, and then fall asleep in the middle of the woods with a panther.
Brilliant. And you use each other as pillows, and when you wake up, the panther looks like it's still hungry.
Very nice.
And then it eats you.
It's me.
This is the wrong motherfucker.
All right. And Nap returns from his journey into the Moonwood, and it looks like he has picked up a were-panther girlfriend. Maybe. Or maybe he's just got a pet. We're not sure yet. What's the reaction when Nap turns up with his black beast?
We've seen weird. I've seen weird shit.
I mean, yeah, one of us can pull a panther out of a sack.
Where did
Not
you get that
impressed.
from?
We just pick up animals randomly, so I don't think it's too weird.
You have to
I'm
feed that, by
impressed.
the way. Clean up after it.
It's not allowed in my
Jesus.
room.
I don't live in the manor. I've got my own little house.
Oh yeah, you got that little rope trick.
Yeah, it's amazing. I can sleep
Can that
wherever I want.
also fit a panther?
Because the panther's like a blanket, yeah.
Must be very warm in that room.
Scorching even.
All right. So after the panther gets the high ground and looks out over the swamp and declares this land belongs to it, what are we going to do next?
Quickly, while the
Yeah.
group was thinking about where to go
Mm.
with Roz, I was hoping he would be able to get maybe some blueprints or write down on how the blimp. What are we calling it? Airship. There we go. How the airship works, like some blueprints. So if ever in the future he wanted to maybe make one, he could have potential to.
Yeah, absolutely.
But wait, gotta have
yeah.
Jiraxis' help because he's a smart one.
Yeah,
If he's not
definitely.
doing anything.
I'm not sure how it does work. Like, is it a hot air balloon? I don't know.
I thought it was like a rune or something.
I
Like
thought
if
it
you,
was a
maybe-
hot air
if you
balloon.
had like
Yeah.
the picture, there's like a little room with like a blue thing in it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can share as much information as possible about it.
Okay. It's just
Yeah.
really. I just want to know how it kind of just works. So if it does get damaged, we could repair it, or you know.
Yeah, wasn't it like a candle with a? Yeah. That's how it was described to us.
With a
Um,
thing. Yeah, I want to know how it works.
That's
Wants
what I was
to do
looking
the
for.
science between the hot air rises, cold air doesn't, into the trapped balloon goes up.
Yeah, but you see like that room on the right, down the bottom. It's got like a door, but I don't know if that's anything.
I'll try to cut. I think I can print the screen and share it with you. I don't think it's going to be a problem. That looks all good.
Gonna be a trapped elemental.
That looks fine. It's got a harpoon gun. It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's pretty sick.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
sick.
what I was thinking, Jackson.
We-
Like something trapped in that door back there.
We could shoot onto a dragon, and the dragon can tug us around at a million miles an hour.
It has a magically bound air elemental.
Haha.
Yeah.
Ah.
Probably helps it fly.
So yeah, probably
Yeah.
not something
Oh,
with
that's-
direction.
that's
and
what
stuff like that.
powers the engine, but what gets
Yeah.
us up and down is still the balloon.
Yeah. I thought so.
I see.
We have two harpoon guns. Actually, there's one in the front and the back.
Is there?
Yeah.
One's a
shit.
ballista. Yeah.
That's cool
Yeah.
as shit.
I didn't see that. I thought that was just part of the feng shui.
Feng shui.
The
Mm,
chop suey.
My granddad calls it. Calls it feng shui. Feng shui.
How often does your granddad refer to feng shui?
A lot, actually.
Right. Cool. We got a little airship.
All right. So there's a fair bit of information. This is the first page.
First page. Oh,
Yeah, it tells. There's a lot about it, but I think you'll be happier for having all the information once you've got it.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
Dragon hide. Ooh. Oh, there's a crow's nest on top there.
It's a fucking mad ship.
That is awesome.
It's
That's
great.
cool.
Oh, you can call it. There's ropes on the blimp, so you can. Oh, what the? Oh, that's cool. I'm like,
So as long as you don't roll below a 5,
right.
you will not fall off of the airship. Let's see. 8 miles per hour. Skiing across ice or snow. That's sick.
Tight and buoyant. That's good to know.
A fire elemental magically trapped inside it. That's fucking dope.
This is a very expensive ship.
Buoyant
It's
and
ridiculous, isn't it?
Like,
We sell the ship and rebuy the mammoth.
right?
water. No, what we can be doing is we can just do trips between Zymorvan and Rivermoot and haul a fuck ton of wood.
Okay, yeah, sorry, Arctic, but we're starting an empire.
I'm stoked. Like I no longer want to hunt storm giants. Like
Pretty.
I want an airship campaign.
For the last of my days, I want to haul Darkwood.
All the darkwood.
It makes Zymorvan
Yeah, guys,
haul
let's
rich.
just betray Clouth and steal his airship.
That is a storyline I'm very eager to pursue. Don't worry. Yeah. Not possibly. Because
Fuck's sake.
meeting an ancient red dragon in the middle of the air would never backfire.
We see him coming and we're just like, well, we can't really
Ah,
do
fuck.
anything
We had a
about
good
this.
run.
That's
Back
nothing into us.
Fire, huh?
Cast Spanish.
Sure, man.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, the
Darkwood trading
prophet.
Darkwood Thunder.
That's
Fire
sad.
elemental. Ooh.
Storm King's Darkwood.
Banished or trapped inside an iron flask. Why is that also linked? Is that a specific? item?
Oh right. Did I share something?
No.
No.
There's iron
We're
We're
flask.
just curious as to
hyperlink
what
on
an
it.
iron flask.
In,
Oh, iron flasks are like imagine what you trap a genie in, basically. Like a
Ah,
like
yeah.
a
They're a magic
a
item.
lamp. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you open the hatch, it doesn't release the fire elemental. Cool, cool.
It's good to know.
Uh,
Fuck, there is a lot on this, isn't there?
Yeah.
I imagine all the cultists kind of just sit us down in a room and start like running us through the
Yeah.
the ship.
Okay, it's time for OH&S, everyone.
Yeah.
The furnace can control only one fire elemental at a time, so don't go jamming more fire elementals into there, guys. Know
If
your
you got any
limits.
fire elementals, keep them to yourselves.
90-degree arc of fire. Oof. Gun comes with a winch, 500 foot of coil of rope.
What?
That last bit's irrelevant. Yeah. Let's see. Indeed,
There's
minus
a lot.
that one.
There's a lot of there's a lot of shit on this ship.
Hey,
8 cultists.
I had to let him know. I had to let him know who was boss. Okay, make an example.
Whew.
All right, so where are we
Uh-oh.
going?
Whoops.
Why
that
did you
one
kill the cultist again? I don't
don't need
remember.
that one.
Yeah, no, I killed the cultist to make a point.
It was like one though, didn't you? Not two.
Yeah, just one. Just one.
What is this? Where's... I was really confused for a second. Delphine, Nizroth, Brassic. Which one died?
Oriscus.
Ariscus, alright. That's okay. His name is closest to Orcus, so that's alright.
That's fair.
And he's got a risk in his name, so it's a risk having him on
Exactly.
board.
It was an Oriscus he was willing to take.
What?
Get
It was
out.
going to risk us all.
Alright. Delphine. That's a pretty cool name.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Every time I think of a risk, this is the image I think of.
Oriscus. Yeah. The risk I took was good. But man, am I bad at math.
Truth.
I like I was just sitting there. Anyway. Well,
Can we pin those names at all?
Good idea.
if we've got all we need, we might as well go check it out.
Did we mention something about the cave in the Evermoors we're going to look at, or
Mornbrin's shield? Mornbrin's tomb.
tomb? Yeah.
Yeah. We could check it out, but I feel
No, we
like
can do that.
it's up in the air. We have no time limit, I don't think.
No, but
Just as long as it takes for giants to ruin the world.
So we have a timing limit. We just don't know what it is.
I'm sure it.
So
It's,
no time limit at all. Got it. As many as it takes to kill more dragons. There we go. But no, that was an out of character joke to begin with. Forgot I'm playing a paladin for a minute.
slips the mind sometimes.
Lost all my powers for a split second because I wasn't faithful.
I'm not Oath of Devotion. Come on now.
Alright. Doesn't but we can just deal with the hill giant when they're closer. Hill giants are a little bit less hardy, but there's plenty of them. I think. Well, all the leaders are the ones sort of acting out, aren't they? Kill all the leaders and then.
I agree. I think we should kill the Hill Giants and then maybe have a look at the
Frost Giants?
tomb. Oh, no, the Hill Giants first.
Hill
Didn't we wanna do?
Giants, the tomb, then we could go to the Frost Giants, or do we just go straight to the Storm Giants?
We do Hill then Frost, and I like the idea of taking out all the leaders.
I think the storm might be a little bit strong for us at the moment as well,
I
to
don't
be honest.
think we're taking
Yeah,
out the
I-
Storm
Well,
Kings.
we haven't versed a Storm
Oh.
Giant before, have we?
We
No,
work our way
but-
up. We start with the weaker ones, and we go towards the stronger ones. It's fine. That Imrith was manipulating the storm giants. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Storm King's court.
So just take out the Hill Giants and then go straight to the Storm Giants?
I don't think that's possible at all.
I think taking out the different giant leaders would scratch a lot of backs of different people who are currently dealing with giant issues. It may net us some benefits in the future.
I think it will too, and I think we should test our strength with how many Hill Giants we can kill as well as killing the leader. And if that is a hard fight, then we can imagine the Frost Giants will probably be even harder. And
the
if-
Fire Giants, and then this Cloud
Exactly.
Giants,
I mean,
and then-
We had trouble with 2 fire giants. We almost got killed. You remember that, right? Do we really want to go from just hill straight to
that's fair.
storm?
I
It
reckon
just
Hill.
doesn't seem possible.
Should we potentially go to Mornbrin's shield first? There may be powerful magic items that may help us.
The tomb, you mean?
Yeah, yes, the tomb.
well, is it on the way? It is
It's
not on the way, we
Close.
don't
not,
go-
it's not on
Kinda.
the way, but it's
It-
very
it's like-
close.
Yeah,
It's 80 miles.
that's our travel distance too.
Don't forget to send the message.
Hmm.
We haven't versed any stone giants yet.
Yep, not once.
It's because they're so reclusive.
Mm. All right, we doing anything? Come on, what are we doing?
Well,
Because we don't even fucking know where it is. Fuck the
Don't-
ring. I don't give a fuck about it.
The Oracle said that it's not on this plane.
Don't forget that
We have no leads to the ring at this point. Apart
There
from
are-
it's not on this plane.
The tomb
Don't
seems
forget there are-
the tomb for magical items seems to be a good starting point.
Also, we need to help Zymorvan Hall as well, you know that. We could use some of the gold for Zymorvan Hall.
Yeah. Sounds fair.
Get some defenses,
The Mornbrin
rebuild some of the
shield then?
farms.
One more point is we are not the only adventurers in this realm either. There are other people who can protect towns and kill giants that are going to attack towns and whatever else. We aren't on a time limit, obviously. I'm just, we're not the only strong ones.
I hope not. I hate being rushed.
And I mean, Riskan isn't even here, and if Prophet's right, then we can't do anything until Riskan's here, so
right?
who really cares?
Wild, he's a champion.
Oh, fuck that up.
Alright, well then, since he's not here, it's not necessary. Let's go to Mornbrin's tomb.
That's
Can't argue with that logic.
That's a pretty solid argument.
Yeah, wow, I didn't fucking think of it like that. You guys can cut wood for the next 30 years.
Whatever we
And
want.
then I'll be ready.
We'll just keep living here permanently. All right, guys, I gotta go. No, cough in your ass.
27 little years later, the prophet's like, maybe he wasn't the chosen
Prophet probably
one.
dies by then. He's really old.
Rathcon's not old.
Prophet, I said.
No, Prophet,
Prophet,
yeah.
yeah.
Prophet's like got another couple of years left in him.
What if we like? What if we
Prophet's
run
already
into something?
past his expiration date.
They become a lich.
Let's hope that Prophet doesn't run into like some sort of aging spell in Mornbryn's tomb.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Oh fuck, that'd be
Instantly
terrible. He'd
turns to
die.
dust.
He just expire. Well,
You aged 3 weeks. Oh god.
you don't look like a great worm. You're a pretty chill looking worm, dude.
So, Kobold that gets all your exercise should live forever. You're like one of those. You're like one of those old guys that's still running along the beach at 85. You know.
And they like have the bodies
Super
of.
ripped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's right. I mean, it sags. Granted, it sags, but
I
still
was
pretty-
imagining like the long distance runners sort of body.
when they're 80, they still have sags. Like their skin can no
Yeah.
longer keep. They got no fat to hold it up in there. The leader of the Zentarum group there. Familiar enough, sure. Will he not be suspicious at all?
Why don't we try to catch a flying snake from the Zentarum and send a letter?
It's a bit of a reach, but can I ask one of the Delphine?
Oh yeah.
Do you can this ship just sort of maintain position for a while? Like
Can it
just
hover?
hang in
Yeah.
the air?
It's as long as there's not strong winds.
Well, we could just circle around Mornbryn's shield high enough up so that we're not noticeable.
That sounds like a good idea. A fake message.
But we don't know if they have like written code or if they have a stamp or anything. What if I could just send it to him? He might jump on the opportunity. But it's a bit more straightforward than this flying
And thi-
snake deal.
At this point, the prophet's starting to wonder if there's not some conspiracy against him.
Shh. He's not supposed to know.
I don't know, it just seems strange to me sending a message directly to someone being like, yo, we found it. Who is this? Don't worry about it.
Hey guys, it's Mornbryn. This is my tomb. It's over here.
Hey guys, it's Mornbryn. I'm long dead, but I've got a magic spell.
Uh-huh.
That sounds good.
Should I go meet with him directly or message? It would take two, yes. Well,
Unless it's a back door.
it sounds kind of low, sending people to their death. But
Libretto would prefer to just charge in.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind just charging in as well, to be honest.
who's not to know that they'll send in peasants first?
People
to
from the
train
village,
trial?
yeah.
I'd rather we just went and took it first.
That
I'd ra-
does
yeah.
sound like a better idea.
Sweep the
I'd rather
rubber from
that
under them.
because otherwise, if things go sideways and they start trying to send villagers, then we have to fight them and then face the horrors of the tomb.
Yeah, and then if
Weakened
what
from
if
fighting
like
them.
what if he also sends word to other Zentarum, like we've got the tomb, send in reinforcements. They send like a fucking army, you know.
Well, I think Mournbrins is our best choice. He's part
I
of the
don't think,
organization.
Yeah, I think if they send him more people, it's still his glory. He's still gonna take it.
I think we go to Mournbrins.
Yeah, I say we just head straight.
All right, the consensus is reached. Mournbrins Shield, or at least the destination that we, Mournbrins Tomb, as we hope to find it, is less than 100 miles away. It should be a fairly short trip. I think we travel like 240 miles a day, or a 24-hour day, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24
8
miles.
miles an hour.
Oh, is it 8
nuts.
miles an hour? Is that all?
Mm.
So yeah, 8 times 24 is what, 60, 32, 92
But
miles
it
a day.
gets to 12 miles an hour if we've got a wind up our ass, and then down to 6 if it's
Against
down
us.
to 4.
Cool.
Sorry, if it's against us.
So roughly 100 miles, as long as you've got a bit of wind at your back. In any case, it's only going to take 24 hours, and perhaps a bit less. Now, you should know by now that the Evermore is a terrible fetid swamp. It's rolling grasslands interrupted by great stretches of filthy black water, and you should also know that it's filled with trolls. There are a lot of different monsters there, big, great, giant boars. You've heard of the Katobalpass, some of you, which is a creature that can turn you to dust with its eyes or kill you with a look. There are probably creatures like Medusas and giant serpents and even hydras, but it's the trolls. It is definitely the trolls for which they are famous, what it's famous for. Trolls are ravenous creatures. They eat absolutely everything. They are relentless, and because they have regeneration, they are almost fearless. They have very little, except for fire, that they're actually afraid of. Now, I say all this because there's not likely to be many good places to park when you reach the Evermoors. So have a think about what time of day you want to arrive, early in the morning, late at night, and so on and so forth. Because if you just turn up there, you might be woefully unprepared. Unfortunately, you've got a crew to warn you about these sort of things. Look, yeah. So again, this is. I know you've already talked and discussed things for a fair while, but this is one final decision to make.
Morning, find a hillock nearby.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that sound
I
good?
have an idea. I think we go to Long Saddle. We buy potions off the mages because they were
Fuck.
selling them cheaper. Then we go back because we should probably have some potions. Or we should go
Silvery
somewhere to
Moon.
buy potions.
Silvery Moon.
Yeah, we
They
could
should have
also just go to
potions.
Silvery Moon instead. But I was thinking gold.
Potions
Yeah.
is pretty useful.
100% potions are useful. Save lives.
Yeah, alright, well.
Do we
I'm
have a head to turn in as
completely
well?
down. A what?
A head?
Oh, we have 2 heads to turn in. One of them is mine.
Huh.
All right.
Not my actual head.
Do I
but-
have to take it off you first?
You're wanted.
I haven't told you, but I'm very.
I'm wanted.
commi-
Come and
I've
get me.
committed treason.
You know how I said I bought this castle?
Yes, I killed everyone.
My other thought was let the crew just fly around for a bit, kind of out the way.
High altitude, low feather fall drop. Let's do it.
That actually sounds good. Yeah,
Sounds pretty fun.
it does. It's like fucking parachuting. It's like Mission Impossible shit. Just jump
Except-
out.
Just rides on one person or 2 people.
In U.S. military, they call it a halo drop. High altitude, low open. Instead of low open of parachute, just low feather fall cast. It's fine.
Is it concentration? We could just like slide down a rope.
Me a long road.
That's not
That's
not
near
as fun and epic. Come on.
And it's only 2 spell slots.
It's only 2 first level spells. Come on.
Anyone who did it would also cast Burning Hands, but without the fire.
Yeah. Let's get some variation in spells. Not all fire this time, please.
Fire's quite
Yeah.
useful against
Alright.
trolls.
We don't know what's in the tomb though. Hey, so we're all good. We can do the Halo drop.
I think I will take Stone Shape for this. So we're going to Silvermoon to buy potions.
Mhm.
Potions. We should also get some supplies, because if it's only got
Ooh,
10 days of
I
food
could
or
buy
whatever.
some scrolls.
I have 8 gold right now, so I'm good.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I guess. Do I still have my 10 or 20% off at the can? Wait, no, what's it called again?
You still have your discount, yeah.
Sages something or other. Giant blood. I have dispel magic, so I could use that.
Yeah.
You have 2 dispel magics. Oh, that's in your spell book. What? Why is your spell book in there twice? Why is the spell magic in your spell book twice? Then what is actually scrolls and what is actually spell book? Okay, so you have 2 dispel magics. They'll come in handy. Yeah. I don't really think I can cast anything apart from maybe water breathing and sending. And magic. I don't know. Can I cast water breathing? What level is water breathing?
3rd.
Reckon there's gonna be any like
I
what
cannot
sort of
cast water
people
breathing.
we're gonna find down there? What do you reckon we're gonna find down there to be against us?
Traps.
Reckon I should maybe take counterspell?
The only thing that can probably
Yes.
survive inside a tomb, a trapped tomb forever, is either constructs or undead.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe a lich, but I doubt it. But
I doubt this adventure was turned into a lich. Larlock. Okay, kill Larlock, take all his magic items. Well, they were going to Silvermoon to get potions first of healing and stuff. Quote unquote girlfriend.
Totally real supermodel quality girlfriend that he's got.
totally real supermodel girlfriend.
After you buy your potions, there later that night, Parallaxis seems somewhat down.
Get stood up.
Oh, nothing. Nothing happened, okay? Prophet, have you ever been in love? What does it mean?
Hope you don't hurt me.
What does it mean if somebody's too busy to see you? Well, we kissed, and I thought that meant that we were going to get married soon. I think I'll just stay inside tonight. We meet down by the moon bridge.
All right.
Am I gonna have to kill a baby dragon?
You didn't take libretto it? Sweet.
All right.
All right. You find a pink pseudo dragon with a kind of purplish sheen, gossamer wings, flying nearby the moon bridge, which is a bridge made of pure radiance and light. And you find this little fairy dragon frolicking and laughing as she listens to the stories of a copper dragon about twice as large as her.
Holy shit, she was real. Also, she's a bit of a hussy.
Libretto is starstruck by the copper dragon.
Just fireball them.
Guess we approach then.
All right, they're frolicking out like on a little island out in the river, but they see you from a distance, and they look at you briefly, but the curiosity is only minor. The fairy dragon seems absolutely enamored with everything that the copper dragon has to say, and he just keeps telling stories and jokes, and she laughs.
Is it like a baby copper dragon, like a worm?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right, a wormling. It's a couple of feet long, yeah, and it makes her laugh.
How are we gonna get out there? Is there a boat or something?
There'd be little gondolas for 5 silver pieces. The gondola shaped like a swan, and you and your lover can sit in the swan boat and hold hands and get a little bit close.
I give him 5 silver pieces.
Prophet, get in! And libretto, you can probably sit on my shoulders or something.
Oh, 3! Oh, ménage à trois.
What does that mean? Whatever.
Then we start heading out to the little island.
All right. Get out into the river, and yeah, he's gonna slowly paddle you past the island.
No, I don't want to go past the island. Take us to the island.
Oh, it's very small, but you want to see dragons. Oh, very special little dragon. You should not touch.
All right.
He pulls up nearby, puts his gondola pole in the river, and the dragons. You arrive, and you have for those of you who can speak Draconic, you hear the copper dragon boasting about the time when it defeated an army full of zombies, more or less single-handedly.
What do you mean it's like me? What's it saying?
Okay, you have the two melee characters that boast the most with the dragon that's gonna be boasting.
What's he saying to her? Zombies. Zombies are nothing. We fought an army of giants.
But then I had to stop, he explains, because I was dead tired. Oh. Who are you? The copper dragon asks. Oh, a prophet! How exciting! You do mean a spiritual prophet and not a merchant, right? Oh, wonderful. Well, I hope you brought your arcane and your top hat. Yes, he's my friend. You're friends with fairy dragons? How curious. Oh, oh, really? This is about that? What's he talking about? Who's Haralaxis? Haralaxis is my ex. She explained.
Ouch.
I didn't know that you had an ex. Well, I didn't think it was important that I tell you. Why didn't you tell me? Well, you don't know everything about me. Well, why not? They have a bit of a quarrel. She seems to be getting sick of all of this. Do you have a message for me? Or have you just come here to stir up trouble? Oh, the copper dragon. Really that. I'll have you know that if you break her wings, I'll turn you into a shish kebab.
Are they saying this in common?
Draconic.
Damn it.
If you make one move towards the prophet, I'll kill you like the other two dragons I have. And I kind of show off my cloak a bit. That's the skin of a black dragon.
Is that a real dragon skin?
Oh no.
Yes.
Wow. You've killed a black dragon?
And a white one.
Amazing. Can you
But
tell
I think
us?
You're missing the point.
Yes, I think you're missing the point. Am I? Please, Haralaxis is my friend, but that's all we are. We're friends. We don't know each other very well, and well, I like him a lot. He's a very nice boy, but well, he's clearly got a lot of growing up to do if he's going to go and tell on everybody kisses somebody. And she bursts into tears and flies away.
The fuck was that? Prophet, what has happened this entire time?
I can't understand girls, says the dragon.
Oh, okay.
Guess we get back in the gondola and go back to the bridge.
And the little copper dragon looks around and he's got no one to tell his stories to anymore.
Your stories are dumb!
Hmm.
You can't speak dragon.
I'm saying it in common. Let's hope he understands.
He sinks down into the water and disappears below the water.
Oh god. Caused a dragon to drown itself.
Can copper string breathe water?
Brass?
Can now.
Seppuku. I'm counting out my money outside the Sage. Vault of Sages, I think it's called.
I wanted, while we were here, to visit Rana's shop, the red wizard girl, to see if she had gotten at least paid a little bit back by the shithead son, and to see if she had any different magic items for sale.
Yeah, magic items for sale. I think I might even. I'll see if I can find a list. It might take a bit of a while. He's paid back 200 gold, so the token amount is something. And
Where did he steal that from?
Yeah, not sure. Let's see. Yeah, this will take a while, but probably about 5 minutes, and I'll find your list.
Was it a 10% or 20% discount from the Vault of Sages? Cannot remember.
Not gonna.
Flip a coin, Arctic.
Yeah, 10%.
Cool. I could buy 5 potions of healing with my own money. And I think I will.
I cannot buy anything.
How much is in the party funds? This is what party funds are for.
Do we have party funds still? Forgot about that.
Aren't you the treasurer?
Yeah, I've got my bag of holding. We have boots of Elven. Who's got the boots of Elven Kind?
I
No
don't
one.
think anyone.
No one.
We bought the bag of holding.
Oh, that's her list of magic items.
That was the
Um,
one from like that was the original list. I wanted to see if there was anything different she had or something.
We have some guff to sell, but coinage wise, we don't have a lot. We've got about 24 golds worth, 59 silver, 24.
Do you think we'll need the Ring of Warmth anymore? Maybe when we go to maybe when we go to the Frost Giants. That's right. I forgot.
We've got 30 golds worth of actual gold in the treasury, but we've got a decent amount of guff.
I think for that libretto, it's like 2,000 gold.
It would be I thought it was like it's a 500 gold cloak that I'm currently wearing, and then it'd be 500 gold more to finish enchant. Because I already have half the material. I have the material component. I just need the spell component.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you could always borrow from Bank of Wild Gold, but you will owe him either a favor or gold.
I mean,
Favor or the exact amount of gold.
fair. I mean, I might repay him in gold later.
Yeah, I mean, a lot
Wait.
of people have debt to Wild Gold, right? Well, a couple people.
I found it written down. It was 25% off the Vault of Sages. Holy
Actually,
shit.
now it's only Aradel that has a debt to me.
I'll pay it back with a poem.
Okay. It better be a bloody good poem for 1,600 gold pieces plus.
Nah, Ardell's taking that as payment.
You son of a bitch.
You
One
don't
of
get a
these-
choice in this matter.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Her friends. Ooh. What did you do?
I helped her, I guess.
Got rid of an asshole boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, is there really any better gift in the to a man that just is no good?
Tome of Leadership, 25k? What the fuck is that?
That gives you
plus
a permanent
Oh,
ability score increase.
charisma.
Yeah.
By 3, and it increases your cap by 3, I believe.
Two.
Wow.
Man, that'd be nice for fucking Livy.
By 2.
Yeah, your charisma score
the-
increases by 2 as your maximum for the score.
The hilarity that would ensue from Libretto getting the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
I'm wearing Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
How much?
Hell yes, I vote for that.
Funny
That gives my vote.
thing about that is we gave our wizard that because no one else needed it in another game that I'm in.
That's funny. Buff
Everyone either had A, really good strength, or B, couldn't really use it.
It wasn't worth the attunement slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much is in the Bank of Wild Gold?
Fair bit. Depends. What does the strange, unknown Livy Oregano with the weather update want from Bank of Wild Gold? How much?
+1 roll to the Pack Keeper.
Yeah, that's such a good warlock item.
Bank of
Fucking-
Wild Gold would be in great debt to everything if you did that. I have nowhere near that.
Well, it's 20% off that.
Calculate it.
Arctic. While the group is shopping, would Ross
Yeah.
maybe be able to find a smith that would take the giant chest plate for 50% value?
Yeah, they will. Because they have a giant that wants this. Well, not like a not a giant, but maybe maybe there's a wizard who has like a shield guardian or a golem or something. In any case, they've been looking for just this thing, and you turn up at the right time, and they are happy to take it off
Is
your
it
hands.
plus
50%.
2?
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Alright,
much-
so while you guys are shopping, Roz comes back with a bag with 13k in it.
Oh,
13 10s.
Oh,
Fuck
wow.
me.
I do not have to borrow from the Bank of Wild Gold now.
What is the cut for that
13k?
for each person?
For everyone, not including Roz. I already took my 1k or 2k out. No,
Going
3k out.
Is it 13k?
Which
into
giant is this from?
This is from the dead. This is from
The
Lego
fire giant?
Facus' son.
No,
No.
the one,
The dead
That
one in the
general?
Oracle room.
the one that died in the Oracle.
Yeah, the
Oh,
one.
that guy.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, Blake.
Wait, So what? So how much did you take from the 13k there, Stephen?
It was
Or is
16,
that-
so I took 3 because
Oh,
I
okay.
was the one building
13.
Roz's rep.
13 divided by 8. Yes.
Oh,
16.25 each.
One.
should also ask Mithril Hall, Aradel, what they did with that adamantine object they found. If they got around to it.
I'm now over carrying capacity with holding that gold.
16.25 each.
Yeah,
Jeez.
16.25.
Then I'm gonna go
Mm,
ahead
really?
and turn my cloak into a cloak of protection. For would that be 500 gold, or would she be able to give us a discount on the gold for that, or is she not able to do it?
The 500 sounds about as much as probably about as low as it gets. I'd say, yeah.
All right.
I didn't quite understand what the question was though. What were you
So-
trying to do?
The dragon scale cloak that I currently have, the
Yeah.
black one. I want to turn
Yeah.
it into a cloak of protection. +1.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah. You'll need that. You'll need that money. The 500 gold. Yeah. It essentially vanishes in an alchemical mist, and so yeah, you can't do without any less.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Brilliant. Your cloak is now enchanted.
How much would the what is it? The amulet of the flame amulet, if eared?
Oh right, those things. Yeah, they're weird, aren't
The
they?
gem things.
Opal of the Illid rune.
25,000. Yeah. They're unique and cool and strange.
25,000. We should probably just sell the
25,000.
fire
But that's how much they'd cost. How much would you
Oh,
get
yeah.
for it?
Quarter
Yeah,
or
you'd probably
half?
get exactly a
maybe?
quarter usually, maybe half. So say 10,000 is. You'd probably find someone 10,000 Silvery Moon, and that'd be the highest price you'd get, unless you get sold it to a giant, and that's probably not going to happen
Unless.
Okay, no. Okay, this
go
is what we
find
do.
Lego
We find a
things.
giant, we sell it to him, kill him, take it back, sell it to Silvery Moon.
Then why don't we just kill him and take his money in the first place?
It's cooler that way.
Ah, yes. Of course.
Sell it for 10,000. It's up to you. That goes for either of those. Although I believe that Luro has claimed one of them.
Yeah, the fire one seems pretty not great.
Yeah, technically, I had it. I've attuned to it since then, and I was using it, but I'm
Alright.
considering just getting rid of it because, I mean, it is. I think the only beneficial thing really is I gain resistance to cold damage.
Which you could get for 2,000 gold anyway.
Yeah, and the
It's-
rest of it's eh.
It's
Like, I don't-
basically one thing from. You basically have one effect from prestidigitation and cold resistance. So it's not that crazy.
Yeah. Try and barter my way up a little bit more money out of it, but if I can't, then I'll sell for about half a quarter.
Yeah, 10 grand is as high as you get.
Righty, I'll do that for 10.
The white dragon skin, it was size huge, right? I'm pretty sure. No one.
No, it was medium. I thought the little
Oh
white.
right. Oh right.
That was the
so-
one in the giant oracle thing again. Killed.
Oh right.
I can use lockpicks.
I
What
can
better we
make
can?
myself be able to use lockpicks. I can make myself be able to use lockpicks.
If was the dragon medium or was the hide medium?
The
That was
dragon
gone
was
off.
medium.
Okay, it'll only make a small hide then. So you can make either a cloak, or you could make a set of a
Pants.
small set of armor. You could make a shield. Yeah, there's not enough material for it to be armor for a medium creature, but there is enough for a small creature. Alternatively, a cloak is ideal. The cloak gives you cold resistance by its nature, but you can enchant it again, just like yours, to be a cloak of protection, or even if you want to spend lots and lots of money, you could make it like a cloak of the mountebank or a cloak of displacement. Yeah, yeah, that's basically right.
What kind of armor is going to be made into?
Hide, scale, hide and scale, or leather, studded leather.
Would it be like a magical studded leather, or?
Not by itself, but it would have cold resistance. It could then be enchanted. So if you want to make it into studded, like +1 studded leather, it's going to cost you 2,000 to get it enchanted with the +1, and then apart from that, like we've got the skills to make it, so that's kind of negligible. We don't really have to pay for that, but we can wave that away at least. So it's 2,000 gold pieces for the enchantment that makes it +1. It automatically has cold resistance, and yeah, you've got +1 studded leather that is cold resistance that doesn't actually require attunement.
That sounds nice. Would it be able to replace the ring, or it wouldn't help me with the cold temperatures? I'm assuming.
Gives you cold resistance. So that will usually, yeah, that would usually mean that you'd be in cold weather. If you lose your cloak, you're in a hell of a lot of trouble. But assuming that you don't, then you'll just wrap yourself around, and it's just you're snug as a bug in a rug. It's kind of like having a sleeping bag wherever you go.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
So
Good idea. I love that spell.
It's a great
Yeah,
spell.
and you get is it 25% discount? I think
I get 25%.
so. 20 gold rather than 25.
hey, Wild, could I borrow 1,000 gold?
Maybe, depending on what Reese is typing right now.
Didn't you get that 1625 from to everyone?
1.5 you're taking from it, Reese. That
yeah,
calculated from
That's 8.5
eight-
left.
everyone.
Divided by.
It's
divided by
10,000. So I take 1. That should be 9. Yeah. So
You're
yeah.
taking 1.5, so it'd be
Yeah.
8.5 left. Yeah, yeah. That's 1,062.5 for everyone.
Yep.
Oh, we're getting more gold.
1062.5.
Never mind. I don't need you, Wild.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Wild.
That's why I was waiting.
I was just making. I just tried to type it because I'm on a little laptop. It took me ages.
Then, if people are okay, I will totally do that deal for the +1 studded leather with cold resist. If people are okay with me using the white dragon pelt.
Why don't we bloody skin the Ramor has? Fuck, we're so dumb.
We didn't. Oops.
1062 profit. He just sold one of the
Selling
giant things.
stuff.
The giant fire rune thing. It wasn't really useful.
Wasn't
And
yours
plus-
the ice rune, wasn't it?
No, it was just a fire rune.
No,
Oh, it was a fire
just a
one?
fire rune we sold. Luro has the ice rune, and
The
she
I
has
fire
had
that.
it backwards. My bad.
Fire rune's pretty not great, as opposed
kind
to
of-
the ice rune.
Like with the money you got, you're pretty much halfway of getting. You're halfway to getting what you want if you want the cold resistance.
That's why I put it in my bag of holding. Thank you very much.
So, yeah, if people are okay with me using the white dragon warbling pelt, I would totally like that +1 studded leather.
How much armor will we be up to then?
That would put me up at 21 unbuffed.
Oof.
With like my lowest save is a 3.
Where are we, by the way? What?
Excellent.
Where are we doing all these?
Silvery Moon.
Silvery
Oh.
Moon.
Well, in that
Yeah.
case, since we're there, I'll go back to that guy that I was doing my eye with, and can I?
Oh yeah.
Because I wrote down in the Discord, it was
Yeah.
2,000 for blind sense, and I get 20% discount off that, which I think it's 1,600. I get
Sounds right.
because
Yeah.
it's 20% is about 400. I think.
That's right. Yeah. Sounds right. That's right.
So
And
yeah,
I'm glad you recorded though. I remember asking you. I said, like, "You want these in the future? Write them down now."
yeah, I've got other ones above that. The winged boots is at 16, and that bag of holding we already got now. So I don't think I'll ever get to winged boots unless my businesses get taken off. So,
Yeah.
but no, blind sense, cool.
Brilliant. He
Um,
upgrades your eye. You're out for a day, and he does the surgery while you sort of go into a kind of hospice for a day. It's a lovely place.
I also wanted to visit Lord Zymorvan and see how he's doing because he bought a house here, I believe, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. And he's doing well. He's got one bike, which is quite expensive, but it's only a modest place, like for a modest man. Um, and everything's just marvelous. He has a newspaper delivered to him. He's never had a newspaper delivered ever before, and there's a social club for older men and women who like retired adventurers and knights and wizards, those sort of people, and they meet to play bridge and play dragon chess on a weekend. So he's having a great retirement.
Oh hell yeah! Just wanted to make
Imagine
sure
being
he
an
was
old
doing
guy
good.
playing golf with a level 20 fighter.
That ball just keeps going. Yeah, and I wanted to tell him that we were planning on rebuilding Zymorvan Hall to its former glory, building the defenses and the farms up, and we think we know where Morbrin's tomb is. We're gonna try to get that and put some gold into Zymorvan Hall.
He couldn't be happier. He really couldn't be happier. He hopes that, in fact, he dreams that one day the east and west are more linked. That the road runs all the way from Silvery Moon through the north side, past Simorvan, all the way to Waterdeep. Would that you should live to see such a glorious construction.
And I'll also tell him the story of how I 1v1'd that giant with the sword.
He loves the story, and it reminds him of a time that he did something similar.
All right, and then yeah, I'll go back to the party. I'll say goodbye and just wanted to make sure he was okay.
Yeah, he's really doing well. You sense that the man's probably only got, or if he's lucky, 10 years left of his life. But they're going to be golden years, or silver years rather. There are few cities in the world more suitable to retirement than Silverymoon.
And I'll also tell him that if he ever needs any help financially or anything, to give me a message, send a letter my way.
He thanks you, but he assures you that all that he would ever ask from you is to make the right appointments among the people. Get a good council around you. Talk to your people. Work out whether you want a baker, butcher, or the logger or the guide in control of tariffs and law and order and so on and so forth. Use the local people. He knows that you're the sort of ruler that's going to be quite busy. You're going to be abroad all the time, he expects. And he hopes that in your absence, the villagers won't be left floundering if foreign diplomats come, or if the harvest fails, or if, as they are going to, trolls attack. He hopes that you're able to put things in place so that those problems become just par for the course.
Definitely will. And with that, I'll bid him adieu and go back to the party.
Goodbye, Sir Knight. No worries.
Would I have completed the painting of that? I think it was the Saloon Temple wanted me to do a painting of like a redo of the painting that I've already done before?
Yeah. When you arrive, you've still got a lot of work, and maybe you're a bit worried that the party's going to put you under pressure to leave, get it done. The fact is that particularly with Jiraxis out for a while, yeah, you've got enough time to get this done.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
I was just wondering. So how much do scrolls cost then? Because I might as well, since I've actually got money now. Sweet, I'm gonna buy a bunch of scrolls.
25 one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And yeah, we're getting 25% discounts. So
I'm just like cartering them back and forth during the day. Potion costs?
I've already posted them. Tyler, they're up top.
Oh, there they are.
brilliant. Indeed, you did.
More mail.
Do we have a discount on the potions?
25%. Thanks to yours truly.
And I'm not seeing it. Oh, there's.
He doesn't come up that often, trust me.
I need to talk to Wild Gold.
You talk
Yep.
to yours truly.
Oh, fuck. Pressing buttons.
I buy a greater healing potion and give it to Roz as thanks for using it on me.
Oh. Well, that's funny because I just bought 2 of my own. You sure you don't want it? I really don't need 5. I have because I have 2 normal potions too. So
I mean, Loretto can
Listen.
heal himself.
Libretowit, I like you. How about you hold on to that for if ever I go down, you put that in my mouth.
Alright.
Is it 250 for greater?
No, they're a lot
500.
bigger prices than I thought they were.
Yeah, where did I see him?
I just wait.
Here you go, I'm posting
Run.
it again.
Yeah, 250 for greater.
Oh, there you go. Look at that.
Dang monkey.
Oh, it is 250. Oh.
I'm gonna buy 4 regular potions.
I was waiting for you to say, I'm going to buy like 4 Supreme potions.
No. I've only got a lot of gold.
How much do you have?
A lot.
Totally go check out my businesses at some point too. See how they're doing, seeing if I've gone under or not.
23625.
Alright, I'm going to approach Wild Gold.
Uh-huh.
Wild, I'm looking for a little bit of a loan. I've heard you're the man to talk to.
Yeah. Maybe.
I can pay you back. It's just I can't get any money from my family at the moment because they're in Waterdeep, and that's halfway across the continent. I can get you it
Okay.
back. I just need something now to make it easier on me when we tackle this tomb. It's
Alright, I get
a
it.
large sum, but I can pay it back.
Okay. What's the sum?
Did I write again? I think it was 3,400? 3,800.
3,800.
How much do you have?
I have 65. But
quite
I
a
mean,
sum.
I didn't say that
Yeah,
in game. That's out of game. You guys don't know how much I have in game. He's keeping it quiet.
We are going to a tomb.
I can see your bulging sack.
Yeah,
Thanks.
we can have a guess.
See, the thing is, that's more than he's loaned to anyone and they've been in the party for a lot longer, whereas Livy has not. But we're going.
I can do up like a contract for you and everything.
All right, but when we tackle this term, I get, you know,
get your part out of this team.
I
yeah.
get, yeah,
Would you like me to do a contract up? Make
and
it.
that 3,800 as well.
Yeah.
I'd like
your
that paid
part.
back if you get
You get that
enough.
3,800 from the team. Yes.
Yep.
Ooh.
You have to pay for it again.
Yeah, the scroll is wasted.
You could ask for guidance from me.
Wait, do I see you doing it?
It's all very.
Are you doing it secretly, or are you just doing it with all of us there? I'll just give you a 1d. 13 help? Succeed. Well then, it's not wasted. You do succeed. You just think you fail for a second. And then you
So I-
accident like a...
Oh, you're right.
Sorry, you go.
Way to bend
Oh, you
luck.
go.
I was just gonna say a drop of ink accidentally drops from the pen and fixes the mistake you made, and it succeeds.
He loans you the gold very, very, very apprehensively.
Look, it's a big help.
We
I
literally
get
just
Weather to do a contract, and you just hear like this scribbling coming from behind me. You just see a piece of paper slip around from behind me, and I hand it to you, and
I
I
like
sign
it.
it.
I like to think you're handing him the bag of gold like fucking Bilbo hands the ring over.
Sure. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember that scene because I'm not a massive Lord of the Rings fan, but
Shame.
I'm gonna find a
Shame.
gift.
shame.
Ding.
Rod of the Pact Keeper is not in the compendium. Sad.
Ding.
What of the Racked Keeper?
Well,
I
this is
could buy
huge for
that.
me. It's an
Should I
extra
buy that
spell.
Wanda's Secret? Nice. I don't know if I
Hooray.
wanna spend that money on that friggin'. Nah, I won't spend the money. I reckon I got good enough eyes to see secret doors anyway. No biggie.
what's the 250 health potion? What's that one like
Great.
raised
Great.
for?
It's
44 plus
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
And I'm going to buy one potion. That is all I have enough for.
Shouldn't spend all your money though.
It's 50 reduced to what, 40?
25% off.
You got 90. I got a 17 spell save now.
37.5. 37.5 is the cost of them.
How much do potions weigh?
Half
If you
a
just
pound.
drag and drop, it should automatically do it.
Oh, there's drag and drop of potions. I didn't realize that.
Wow, I didn't realize that either.
There's drag and drop for a lot of things.
Pretty much everything, yeah.
I mean, I have my pay, like mine on the other side of my.
Yeah, you can just close it and then reopen.
Yeah,
Tech-
that's.
Amazing technology.
Fuck yourself.
Oh, well, calm down.
Is there a way to manually increase a spell save DC?
Shit like that? Not really.
Oh, yeah, I think you need feats and certain magic. Well, there might be magic
Oh
items.
no,
before.
like in the character.
In like
sheet.
roll
Oh
20.
yeah,
Oh.
go to the cog, dude. Always in the cog. Pretty sure it should be in there. Spell save, yeah, spell save DC mod. There's one there at the top left corner.
should
in
be
class
1.
options.
And I'm guessing the global magic attack modifier is a 1 now as well.
And
Because it's just Rod of the
Yes.
Pact Keeper increase each by 1.
it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Look at that.
That's how it works.
I mean, when you only get two spells, I mean, you got to make them worth it.
And this one gives me a third one as well.
Once a day.
Yeah, that's still insane though. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it's like the best, like top-notch item for a warlock.
Yeah, the Red Wizard thinks that because she doesn't price these items, these are official prices. She just quotes them from the book. But she personally thinks that this is the best value of the items she has on sale.
Hell yeah.
God, he just casts it right here. Just-
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, I
in the
started
Unlimited
blasting.
power.
Anyway, just so it started blasting.
I got a pretty nutty to hit and save now.
Where's Potion of Greater Healing here?
And level 8, we get a proficiency 4, and I'll have a DC 18.
Okay.
Potion of Greater Healing isn't there though.
Yeah, I'll just put it the same weight.
I just I just drag and dropped a potion of healing, added greater to the beginning, and then just edited the
Yeah.
description.
There's no description, so it doesn't matter for me. I have 5 potions of healing and 3 potions of greater healing.
I have 1 potion of healing.
I have 1 potion of Greater Healing and 6 potions
Does
of healing.
anyone want to buy themselves a diamond to get themselves back from the brink?
Do we have none?
I have 3, I think, or 2.
How much do healing potions cost, and how much does a diamond? Well, how much does the diamond need to be
Uh,
worth?
300 gold per
Scroll up a bit.
pieces worth of diamond. The potions, regular is currently
50?
37.5
Oh.
because of my 25% discount, and the greater is 187.5. And you
Cool.
can math the rest
I
of them.
can buy
if you
2 potions.
I might as well buy myself that diamond and just keep it on my person. Like a revive crystal around my neck or something.
It's a good idea.
want.
It's,
As long as I know where it is, I can use it for you. Oof.
Don't they have different values?
Spell storing is you put a spell in it, isn't it?
Oh, but up to 4th level, right?
Up to 5 levels worth of spells.
Up to 5 levels worth of spells. Yeah, right.
So you can have 5 first level or 1 5th level.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna be pricey.
That's very cool though.
It sounds like 50,000, but it might not be quite that much. It would be no less than 25,000.
And it'd be a much less costly to find one yourself.
I'm after that sort of thing too. Something like, so I could use more spells, or at least concentrate on more things.
Is the price of a Pearl of Power listed? Because they're pretty useful for people who want more spells.
They were like, wait,
I
how
probably
much did
don't
you
have
sell
enough
that
money.
for?
Pearl
I
would be
gave
really
you the Pearl
useful.
of Power.
That was a Netherese one, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Mm,
that was
yeah, it
for the
was.
people in Longsaddle.
Yeah.
Because they thought it was cool.
Of course, I think it's cool. It's a Netherese one. Until we have to go kill Ilmareth in a Netherese ruins or some shit.
That's the blue one, isn't it? Or is that? Yeah, never mind.
Wow,
What?
terrifying. Oh yeah.
I needed something to wash down the sandwich, okay?
Fair.
What?
We saw a dude like have 1 hit point today after a 500-foot fall.
Yeah, he rolled natural 20 and got up from it. It was great.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Champion.
All right, we ready to go?
I
Everyone
think
got
just
their
about.
shit.
People are
Anyone think-
saying like $5,000 for a Pearl of Power, so 5,000 gold.
How much money do I get from the painting? I couldn't remember.
Oh, nor do I. Yeah.
40,000.
40,000, sure.
All the gold.
Make it
all the
even.
gold. It sounds about like 2,000. Sounds about right. I don't know.
Oh shit! Hell yeah!
I don't know.
Get that Wonder Secrets, dude.
I probably don't want to spend it on a Wonder Secrets.
Do we level up from shopping?
Almost.
You totally deserve it.
Milestone, send
We did-
Wild Girl bankrupt.
we did some amazing mathematics just there. Like we should definitely get some
Exactly.
intelligence up.
Prophet
Yeah.
leveled up when he broke that fairy dragon's heart. When he caused them to break up. That's when he leveled.
Parallax doesn't want to play with you anymore.
I like that nothing else happened from that. We were like, all right, we've done something good. We made her cry. Let's go.
We made her
you
rethink
destroyed
her
the
life
relationship.
choices.
Like 10 people started talking then. I didn't get any input. Yeah, I know, but like, surely we should have been like gone back to Parallax and be like, yeah, we've done it. Also, she was crying. You might want to go do something about that.
Yeah.
Your ex-girlfriend's crying. Just talking to a copper
Boyfriend.
dragon.
I think
Yeah.
we're ready for Mornbrand's.
Why'd you send your granddad and that fucking cat that didn't understand shit the entire time?
Did you want?
Arctic.
Not allowed.
Yeah,
What's the range of my blind sense? I should probably ask.
60 feet.
60 feet? Alrighty.
Yeah.
Oh fuck me.
And that's just anything that's like moving vibrations, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
What did you do? He asks.
Wasn't me.
Why? What did you say? You threatened to break my girlfriend's wings? You're a monster! Do you think that she needs comforting?
Yeah, definitely. You should do that. Also, Prophet, yeah, kind of harsh to say you'd break her wings. You could have just gotten me to beat the shit out of that copper dragon.
What copper dragon?
She was with a copper dragon.
What do you mean she was with a copper dragon?
He was telling her bullshit stories or something,
What
but he
sort of
was killing
stories?
zombies. He was killing zombie. Prophet, what was the
kill any
stories? I couldn't
zombies?
understand anything.
I bet he's lying.
Barks in agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least my stories are real. And Dragon, I'm going to go down there right now.
Wait, are you gonna go to the copper dragon or your girlfriend?
Well, I'll go down to the river. That's where she'll be.
Alright. Don't try to fight the copper dragon though if he shows up.
If I have to, then, well, some things a man's got to do, Wild Gold.
I understand that, but you should probably come find me or Libretowit or Roz or
Look.
someone.
This is a dragon issue. You wouldn't understand.
Alright, I get you. No, but I don't think he can beat it. He does? Alright then.
Aren't copper dragons resistant to poison?
You're resistant to bullshit.
Alright.
Just a dragon.
Sounds
You're a
right.
real pal, Prophet. And he goes out the door.
You never see him again.
Comes back, black eyes.
I fell down some
Some things a
stairs.
man's gotta do. Broken teeth.
Mushed snout.
Let's hope it doesn't kill the copper dragon then. Okay.
Tosses him in the river.
Didn't
Hold
he
his
already
head
go
underwater.
down into the river?
He did dive into the river, yeah.
Fuck. Uh,
Wow.
Well,
What's he
Ross was
doing? Oh, right,
Oh,
sorry.
it's no, sorry. I thought you said. You
Are
go,
you
sorry.
spying on him?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, he
no.
flies
Oh
off.
yeah,
That's right. He's,
we,
yeah,
we
he's
should
right.
follow. Prophet and I should follow.
We should probably follow him to make sure he's going to be okay, though, right?
Yeah, I'll follow too.
Alright, then bring
Alright.
it. Come, 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 come.
Alright, you go down to the, and he's looking around and he's calling out her name. He can't understand why. So he
Not
waits.
showing up.
He's just going to wait. Paddle his little feet in the crystal clear water and wait. I thought that he'd meet her. I thought that he'd meet her here. So he waits there for a while. And waits. And he keeps waiting. And he starts to wonder if she's going to show up.
Prophet,
then
this
he-
is looking real bad.
And then he remembers that, like, she didn't want to see him. And maybe Prophet doesn't actually understand women. Oh. At one stage, a half orc comes up to him wearing a long black robe, and he's got a staff, and that staff is tipped with a small ram skull. And this half orc gets a raft and paddles out to the island and starts talking quietly and comforting your dragon.
work for all.
Prophet, this is looking really bad. That looks like a wizard.
He opens up his spell book and begins showing Aralaxis a particular spell. Aralaxis shakes his head and he's trying to explain something to the half orc. But Aralaxis looks at the book anyway, and the half orc explains something to him. Look around for her.
I'll
Make
try
an
to get a
investi-
high vantage point.
I'll climb something high.
Sure, make an investigation. Search around and look around for her.
15. That's not bad.
Yeah, you find her in a library.
All right, I'll tell Prophet and bring him because I don't speak Draconic.
I think they can. I think they tend to speak Sylvan and Draconic, maybe. Right. This one can. Exactly. All right. So you find her in the library. She's currently talking to a priestess of Dania, and they are discussing rune philosophy. What are you doing here? She asks when she sees you turn up. Are these
But
people
that's not why
bothering
we're
you?
here.
I'm sorry. Are you here to read a book? Uh, Fine. Come and sit down. Maybe you can give us a few insights into earth runes. Is he your pet? Does he have a job? What's your job? So does he like, I don't know, an acolyte or something? A secretary?
Better than that. You should have seen him when we were fighting Immelrith, the ancient blue dragon up north. Very brave.
For a moment there, she almost believes you. Really? Imarith?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you think I'm a little bit old for fairy tales?
What, you don't believe in Immelrith?
I believe in Imarith. I don't believe in lion men fighting him. Her. Fighting her. Oh, ha ha. You know what I mean. You can't beat Imarith. No one can.
We didn't beat Immelrith. We lost a friend.
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
He fights giants with us, that's for sure. I'm a giant slayer, you see.
And I'll open my cloak to show massive scars from the fight with the giant that I had.
Wow. Wow. Parallaxis didn't tell me that he was in a war band of giant killers. He said that you were more like, how did he explain it? Friends of the dwarves and traders of Darkwood. You have a mammoth? That's your mammoth, right? Out there by the local military mammoth. It's yours, right?
It was. We gave it to the military, though, because
we have an
we
airship
thought it could
now.
help them. Now we own a town as well.
You own your own town?
Yeah.
Wow.
In
That's
a
a big
flying
deal.
ship.
Alexis. We have a flying ship. We brought it here. It's owned by Clouth, the ancient red dragon. See, Clouth listens to Haralaxis a little bit. Haralaxis is personal friends with Clouth.
So it's true then. You are villains.
Not villains. Clouth is he's under our service.
You work for an ancient red dragon, and you're employed by the Arcane Brotherhood, aren't you?
The Arcane what? No.
The poor little pseudo dragon doesn't know what to make of this, but the librarian. Excuse me, did you say that you are in the employ of Clouth, the great red dragon?
Not really. He sort of just forced it upon us.
Oh. Oh, well, I can understand that then. Extortion is a hallmark of their species.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really want our town to be destroyed by an ancient red dragon.
Oh, well, that's really quite noble of you to dedicate yourself to liberating your people from such oppression.
So until we can,
I'll look around to see if any of the worshippers are around, and I'll whisper. I'll be like,
until we can kill him, we got to work with him.
Oh my! Oh my! What a conspiracy to be a part of! The pseudo dragon, the fairy dragon says. It's all very exciting.
You know, I think I saw Haralaxis down by the river. I think he was lecturing a wizard on runes and stuff.
Maybe I'll go and see him. I'm sure he's got a lot of stories that he'd like to tell me. I think, if he still wants to speak to me at all.
The only way you can tell is to go have a look.
I suppose if I don't go and have a look, you'll probably break my wings.
No. We're not mean. That was. See, I didn't understand what he was saying because he was speaking in the dragon tongue, and I don't speak that.
Don't worry. One day I will have my revenge. And she leaves you.
Oh God!
Fuck. Jesus.
Fucking menacing.
Sure, she's the librarian says and sells you
Fairy dragon.
I'm just surprised it was real.
Guess that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Guess we hope that Haralaxis comes back. Have faith. Comes back with good news.
Comes back with her, and then Saxon has his own pet
Fairy
with
dragon.
Demir. It's all part of the plan.
All part of the plan I just made up.
Brilliant plan. Excellent.
Cool, yeah.
All right.
If you want to hand them to me, hand them to me. If you don't want to hand them to me, make sure I know where they are. Oh, let's see if Revivify has to focus a humanoid. No, it doesn't. Cool, yeah. Well, I'll make sure to hold on to this for him then. Alright.
Oh God.
Did I
So
turn my
now-
diamond into like a necklace type thing?
Absolutely. You can hang it off for a gold chain for 20.
Cool.
Brilliant.
I have 3 diamonds for thing. One of them is for Haralaxis.
Sorry, how much were fucking diamonds?
300.
300.
I have 2 misc diamonds for whoever, and if you really want your own diamond, you can have it.
Sure, I'll have a diamond. He holds his hand out. Give me.
I'm no supplier of diamonds. Oh, by the way, I'll do your poem over the night.
Oh yes, please.
No biggie.
Party gets sidetracked very easily.
To the
To the
tomb.
tomb.
To the tomb.
We don't even need to stay here overnight. We can do it as
During
we
the
travel.
flight.
Yep.
Can I talk to the cultists?
Absolutely.
What time do you think it'd be best to drop into the Evermoors to try and this thing we're going to do? You know, all the creatures and that.
Thinks about it. There's some really strong headwinds over the Evermoors. Maybe it's swamp gas, I'm not sure, but it can be very difficult to linger around that place. We've never tried. Why would you? It's a horrible place. If it's all the same for you, we'd rather just drop you off and then wait somewhere safer.
Well, I do have a few.
I fly by every hour or so.
I also have a few spells I could maybe relearn tonight, and then, you know, that could be your signal to come get us.
Perfect.
I'll go study them quickly. A giant fireball explosion in the sky should be well enough signaled, wouldn't it?
Well, you'd think so, but in the Evermoors it might not be, you see? Because in the Evermoors there's always swamp gas erupting, and I mean, I think I'd be able to tell a fireball. I really do, but you never know. Maybe it's just swamp gas.
That's a lightning bolt up into the sky.
Ah, a lightning bolt from the ground to the sky. That should be obvious.
That should be quite good. All right, I'm gonna go study for a little bit.
Brilliant.
And he's out of code. He's only saying study so people don't look at him weird. He's actually just gonna go focus for a bit in his room and try and remember.
I'll
Sit
stand
on
in
him.
there for it.
He just keeps it on him for no reason.
Mom, don't come in. I'm studying.
Flips book open a random page. I told you not to study necromancy. What did you do? Slaps on the head.
I'm sorry.
All right. Let's. I have plenty of
God.
healing magic, and I've prepared detect magic so I can cast it.
Sweet, let's go.
I've also prepared knock if we need it, so I can open up any locked doors or whatever.
And how much is a 4th level spell scroll? Sorry.
700
What's
Might be
25?
is that
Yeah.
costs? All
750,
four,
700. Yeah.
700, yeah.
I'll hold on. I'll hold off on that for now. But okay.
All right. We fly there. Well, he did pretty well. They made up, and that they not that there was anything wrong in the first place, but you know, we had to have a chat. I had to tell her how it is. You see, some things that a woman needs to understand. You see, that's the way it is. You understand? You see, that's the way it is. Yeah.
Can
That-
I?
that
is
Is
the
that
way.
checking?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is he like being controlled or something? What's he doing? I'm just like looking at him really weird. What's going on here? Without guidance, sorry. 9, very terrible.
Just seems to be like coming up with little quotes and look, you've probably seen it before. Oh, it's no. What orc? What have you been spying on me? Oh, well, I see. Well, if you must know, he made me an offer. Well, he asked if I would be his familiar.
And
Well, I told him that I already had. I was. That is to say, I have responsibility.
that's very
Oh, he
noble.
likes us.
I would have hated for that diamond to go to waste. Prophet just bought you.
You bought me a diamond? I thought you meant for a ring.
It's much more expensive than a regular diamond ring.
I think I'm a little bit old for teddy bears, he says as he takes the teddy bear off you.
So what kind of spells did this guy have?
Oh, well, I mean, I think he was a necromancer or a conjurer. He didn't say. Well, he had a skull on his staff, and he wore black robes. And well, I mean, some things never go out of style, right? Necromancers, skull. black. Or am I just racist because he was a half-orc?
You're not racist. But, I mean, that is kind of disgusting, though, isn't it?
I know, I thought it was pretty cool. But not as cool as a dragon cloak, though. I mean, honestly, that guy couldn't compare with you guys at all. Gesteria?
Steria?
Just
Chest-hairy.
no, Gesteria. Yeah, with the E, yeah.
Switch the
that
A
was-
and the E
yours
around.
is right, mine's wrong.
Cough, cough. You liked ours, but
Exactly. Ariel, that's fantastic. Sure, yeah. We've got a job to do.
More stories to bring back for her.
Huh, yeah, that's right. More treasure. Dragons love treasure.
Just love treasure. Alright, did we talk about how we're going to drop?
I mean, libretto votes for the high altitude, low feather fall.
Yeah,
So
I
does
want
Wild.
to do that too. It sounds fun.
Right. The-
Theoretically, like, surely nothing could possibly go wrong.
I think I would like to get off on the ground floor.
Pansy.
I can, you know, take care of myself if you need the room.
I would rather not lose anything on the plummet.
Just tie your belongings up really well.
My choice remains.
I'm with Aradel on this one.
I'll see you all down there after you jump off.
Sure. And so they take you high, maybe 1,000 feet up, perhaps, maybe even higher. Brilliant. You certainly have used a lot of featherfall this campaign. Featherfalls and mage armors, and a few fireballs too.
Quite
Yeah.
a few.
Well, are some of us still doing
What
the
a gorgeous view! You're right, Aradel. All right, are we ready to drop?
Roz is ready. Brilliant.
All
Excellent.
right. So what you're saying is we're ready?
We're
Ready.
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 I grab
Going with
Aradel and
Panther.
jump.
Well, I
Wild
grab
grabs
Livy
Aradel
and
and jump.
Okay, skydiving is an acrobatics check.
Oh god.
I would like to guide myself in panic as I jump.
Alright.
As I get pulled off.
Acrobatics.
Roz will also grab Livy and jump.
Really? Yes.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Alright.
Oh.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, brilliant. So Prophet, the way I've got a great image. So like, you know how and they're all diving together like a I don't know, it's a sort of daisy chain, but anyway, it's everyone holds hands and it's like a big circle, and you're all skydiving. It's the prophet, like when you jump off, it's just whoop, and he's like a plastic bag caught by a custom just fucking flies off 100 feet up. And you look at, they just let go of you. You just slip straight out the force of the air, and everyone looks at each other, holding each other's hands, and we're all secure, except he's the guy with the feather falls. But then, Prophet, you managed to master it, and how do you catch up with the party?
The dragon helps you.
Air swimming.
Haralax is like attaches onto the back.
Yeah, he's on his back and he's using little wings beside him.
Brilliant, and yeah. Perfect. 170, 50, 30 feet above the ground. Woof, 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 woof. And you gently settle into the mud as the great airship lowers down and drops the less the people who wouldn't gamble on the ground as well.
No, I think that we all got tackled.
We all got
Yep.
You
You all got abducted.
All right. I'll take a short break, and you have arrived at a conical mountain about 1,000 feet wide that seems to be spewing white mist into the air every few minutes. See you soon.
I dust myself off.
Going to Discord, picture is just up there.
I did not consent to that.
He's grinning like a motherfucker.
Well, of course.
That was fun.
It was.
Aren't you glad, Aradel?
Fun is a way to put it. I could have lost my potions.
I'm more comfortable in the water.
I look at you.
Just
are
think
you
of
in, like,
the
are you
sky
in the,
like
are you in the
the water
shindig
of
water
the
or something?
space.
You know, griffins would go good on the airship for those who don't want to do the feather fall thing.
I've left my griffin at Zymorvan Hall. I'm not fucking risking that, boy. Go.
Yeah, I left mine this time.
Well, we gotta wait for Arctic to get back before we can actually play D&D.
This is why we role play.
No,
Arctic, stay in
it's really a
silence.
deck of illusions.
Deck of illusion. What does that mean? Oh, the worst card that switches your alignment. That's not the worst
What
card.
alignment would Livy be?
It is not.
Back.
I think that Wild's alignment has changed. Do you think
From?
he's like neutral good now? He does a lot of stuff that's very good now.
What would Livy be?
Alright, I'll be right back.
I don't know.
Not being mean, but
Yeah,
I haven't
neutral.
seen you in a very like Livy make a very like left or right decision. You know, like those decisions that
Yeah, I
really
suppose.
like mark you for good or evil.
He doesn't need to do anything, I guess.
Not yet, anyway.
Hey?
Evil. Burn him. No, either.
What are you feeling about the
Somewhere in the neutral.
I'm definitely lawful because I have a set of things I follow.
You're like you're a reporter, yeah. You want the truth.
My truth for my
I mean, yeah, does the
personal
news
read.
ever report the
Fine.
truth? It's always
Well,
a bit, you know,
Hmm.
bit
There are
extra.
that. Some
the
out there.
the reporting is just for the fucking aboleth.
No,
to
Grady, your character is a
siphon-
reporter and a reporter alone.
just-
That is
As
all.
far as we know. So maybe lawful neutral.
If you are privy. Or
That's what I
neutral.
was thinking. I was thinking I'm like teetering on the edge of neutral evil.
It depends.
Yeah.
You could be anywhere on the neutral spectrum. Is the thing. Neutral
Yeah.
can be neutral leaning good, neutral leaning evil. Either or.
I think I'm still pretty chaotic good.
Before you
be a good
throw
thing.
me off a flying ship again, warn me.
Well, I didn't really throw you. I had a hold on you the entire time.
Well, it was a little bit fun.
I must admit, I was worried there for a second. I was only going to be able to save one of you when Prophet flew off into the sky.
Probably best if you save me, and then I could resurrect everyone else.
And next time we jump off a very high altitude, you should stay near me so I can at least have touch resistance.
No offense to everyone else. But I don't think you have the ability to resurrect me.
I could live it.
Could live it.
I prefer not to. Ultimate diet, maybe.
All right. So while you fall, as you've fallen rather, when you hit the ground, or again, while you're falling, you can see that there are a group of trolls out in the. There are several groups of them, and they spot you as you fall and begin to converge on your position. They're quite a long way away, and when you land on the ground, if you were to stand here for 10 minutes, then you would likely be. Some of the trolls would begin to arrive. That's kind of the distance that they are away. More than one group may arrive, and from which direction you can't be entirely sure. However, you arrive at the base of this mountain. It's an almost perfectly conical hill, almost perfect cone. It sits in the swamps, 1,000 feet diameter, 1,000 yards rather, 3,000 feet diameter at base, 1,000 meters, 3,000 feet. Rises to about 800 feet above the plateau, above the swamp. The white plume that comes out sprouts about 300 feet into the air and trails off towards the east while the wind blows it, making it look like a giant feather that is coming out of a cap in the middle of the swamp. Some of the spray collects in depressions and turns into streams that run down the side of this mountain. And indeed, you can see little steam vents erupting out the sides in cracks and in different parts of the slope, but none of them look big enough to kind of let you in. There is one way in, though, like a great mouth, near the bottom, but not quite, elevated maybe 50 feet up the slope. There is a cave that seems to breathe. It as you stand there and begin to make your decisions about whether you're going to head there immediately, tarry for some reason, you see that the mouth exhales a cloud of steam that comes out, and even at a distance of 1,000 yards, even a distance of 3,000 feet away, as you are, you can still feel the heat and the moisture of that breath. The cave's about 8 feet wide and doesn't look very deep, but it also appears to be the only hole bigger than This maybe a small dog.
Let's get going.
When you reach the
Rumor has.
When you reach the cave mouth, you cover the few thousand feet through swampland, having to march through the marsh. Frogs jump out of your way, cicadas, mosquitoes, dragonflies. You make it to this cave, and by then it's breathed in and out a couple of times every 90 seconds or so. You're able to see into this cave now. It's not very long, 40 feet deep. That's all. Pretty short. The ceiling and the walls of the whole thing, they are thick with condensed steam that seems to run down the walls and turn the earth into mud. And indeed, the mud covers the ground here to the point where it's a liquid, and you don't even know how deep this mud is. So there we have it. We are now at the base of a mountain. This mountain has a column of steam coming out of crevice at the very top, out of its cone. There is the entrance that we're standing at seems to breathe in and out, like a gust of steam comes out every 90 seconds or so. And there is mud on the ground in this shaft of a depth that we don't know. What do we do? There are also trolls closing in on this position. They might be here in 10 minutes. Brilliant. You are protected from the mud somewhat. Or have you merely filled yourself with false confidence?
Can I look to see?
I mean, like, you might laugh, but it was mud that defeated the... Anyway.
Can I spy a vent or hole that is causing this wind?
Let's see.
I would like to guide myself for this.
Okay. So you're doing this from the cave mouth, are you?
If we get close to it, yeah, I'll peek in with my little Rumor has shield in front of me, so I don't get blasted with steam. Yeah.
Sounds good. It looks like there is a it looks like there is some kind of chute or something. You kind of guess that there might be a chute. It's from this distance. There's very little that you can confirm. The blast of air is nonetheless hot and wet, uncomfortably so, but not scaldingly.
So there's a chute in there, maybe.
Maybe,
Well, I don't know what's causing that. Underground gas? Should we circle around and look for another entrance?
Sounds good to me.
I have a few ideas, but I mean, if you want to do that, we can do that first.
Or do you want me to sit for 10 minutes and cast my water walking spell so we can...
Well, yeah, I was going to say the trolls will be here by then.
That's the problem. If we get attacked by trolls and we don't have the water walking spell, maybe we'll have a bit of a disadvantage. But if we can't find an entrance, we'll be attacked by trolls regardless.
That's true. But we just try and look for an entrance. Try.
I have two ideas that could possibly get us through safely. I'm not sure about how many. First, I could either turn at least two of us into a gaseous form, and we could approach and then slither into cracks when the steam rolls through. Or I did recall the mold earth. I can make a 5-foot cube of cover temporarily, at the least, for us to move slowly forward. But again, that's not too many people.
Could you dig out the mud in the middle first?
I'd assume so. Let me just read. Target area of loose earth. I guess I'm not sure if they count that as loose earth.
It's mud.
You can instantly activate it, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. This movement doesn't have enough force to cause damage. You cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in the dirt or stone, spelling out words, creating images, shaping patterns. If the dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you can cause it to become difficult terrain. Alternatively, you can cause the ground to become normal terrain if it is already difficult terrain. This change lasts for 1 hour. I kind of explain my magic and what I can do. So there is that.
Just try and dig out some of the mud. See if there's anything underneath.
Righty. It is. I can do it in range of 30 feet, so I have to be 30 feet away and still do it.
To get near the entrance, because otherwise it'll just put mud on mud, and it'll fill
Yeah.
back up again.
Just kind of try and you're thinking about trying to make a trench, yeah?
Kinda.
Yeah. Is that what you were going for? I think that's what you're trying to go for.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll keep casting Mold Earth. That's a cantrip, so I can just keep casting it, and I'll make a trench towards the front of the cave.
All right. So it turns out that the mud is 4 inches deep, and other than that, the cave, a smooth cave floor, not almost certainly not natural. But yeah, how big is the sector of mud that you cleared?
You can move up to 5 feet of loose earth
Per round, or is that just once?
Per round.
per round.
All
You can
right.
see within 5 foot cube. So it's a 5 foot cube I can see of earth. I can shift it up to 5 feet in any direction I choose.
And then
You activate, move it along the ground, and deposit it up to 5 feet away. This movement
Brilliant.
doesn't have enough force to cause damage.
It proves
And
to
if
be
I
very
need to,
yeah.
I was gonna say if I have to, I can make it so it's not difficult terrain, or I can make it into difficult terrain if I need to. So
Good.
not sure what that would do.
and while he's
Proves to
doing
be a
that,
very effective method, and you straight out of the corridor and dump it outside. There's not a with your spell, you're able to do that. The ground is still slick; it's still dirty with wet mud, but it's only a slime rather than a liquid a few inches deep. And at the very end of the cave, at the end of the 40 feet, there's a trapdoor. The trapdoor appears to be remarkably in good condition. It's not rotten. It's a wooden trapdoor. You'd think that something submerged for who knows how long would show some signs of rot, but this one doesn't. It's a square trapdoor, not very large. The bigger among you, like Roz, are going to have to kind of squeeze to get down there, but you'll make it. And there is an iron ring set into the top. But apart from that, no obvious way of opening it.
is the iron ring rusted?
The iron ring is in good condition as well.
Mm,
Can I sense anything else inside moving at all with blind sense at all, or
No,
nothing inside the sort of area?
No,
can
but
see?
while you stand around and look, you're blasted by hot air that is uncomfortable but not painful.
Okay, cool. Do we want to try and make for that? I have
Sure
a few
thing.
spells up my sleeve that could get us in.
I walk on in.
It's
Run,
it's
go in.
closed. Oh, sorry, you go into the cave. Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll make for that hatch as quick as possible. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what my plan was.
I'll stand a bit away from the hatch, however.
sure.
I'm not really my forte, but can I kind of look to see if it's magically trapped? Because I know it's in pristine condition. So
Sure. So an investigation roll, perhaps.
I was gonna go arcane, because I was
Yeah.
looking for magic traps, or should I just do?
Yeah, Arcana's fine as well. Yeah, that'll.
Might want to break in relatively quickly. There's trolls on the way.
There's no runes that you notice, but the metals are pretty mundane and the wood's mundane, so there must be some kind of enchantment that's keeping it durable. But it might be something as simple as, a kind of permanent spell that, or you know what Gentle Repose is? Preserves bodies. Kind of
yeah.
like that, but for wood. And
Time to repose for
Alrighty.
work.
yeah.
I'll open it so I'm on the not on the side of the opening. I'll open it so I'm like as I open it towards me, I guess.
She's locked, or at least closed. There doesn't appear to be any lock, actually. That's just an iron ring. But there's no way of opening it that you can see.
Did you want me to just dispel?
I was gonna cast knock, but if you want to do that, that's fine.
That way, it's open for good now.
Really have the time in 40 seconds. We'll have another blast of hot air.
I can, and I'll walk over and cast Identify on the door.
All right, there is nothing magical about the door. Preservation runes, yeah, something like that. A kind of, I'm not even sure what the effect is, but rust-proof on a magical level.
It's not magic.
And I'll
Wild,
just
could you just pull it open? Or
Yeah,
Boris?
probably I could probably do that.
I'll give you guidance.
It's an athletic.
Libretto hands Roz one end of the rope.
With guidance, what's guidance?
1d4.
1d4. 18 / 1d4. Oop. 19.
Even with assistance, you can't do it. So you grab the ring and you pull. It's not going to lift. It almost gave, but not quite.
All right, hold on. No, I can do this.
And
Slap you
I
on the back
rage.
again.
I rage.
All right.
Give
And
me
then
guidance
I
again.
pull. Fuck.
Pop. You get it.
21.
Oh, I get it. Yes.
Yeah. All right. You're looking at a staircase. This staircase is rusted. It's a spiraling staircase, rusted badly, and yet sturdy nonetheless. There is warm air within here, humid air, but also foul. A bit of a sulfur smell. Yeah.
Libretto
rotten
feels
eggs.
at home.
Yeah. The stairs seem to disappear down, and dark. Oh, except for maybe what about how big is your dark vision, Weatherman?
120 feet, magical and non-magical.
That's what I thought. And so you see full color. You got the best picture. The spiral staircase goes 100 feet down, and it seems to end in murky.
You
There's
should keep an eye out
water
for
down the
traps.
bottom, so just keep an eye out for that.
How can you see so far for a halfling?
Reason.
He must have eaten his carrots when he was young.
Don't think
I
that's
give him
it.
a wink.
That's
Can
a
Libretto
myth
slide-
made up by Lusk.
In the war, in the
Yeah.
war. Made
Can
by
Libretto
orcs.
slide down the banister all the way?
You can try.
Exactly, but yeah.
After I watch libretto fade into the dark, I'll start going down, but keep an eye out for traps on the stairs.
All right. Anyone who has a torch, it gets blown out by a gust of hot wind, but you can light it again soon enough. For just a moment there, you're in almost darkness. Assuming that we have any torches, I'm not sure.
We have a
Eternal
permanent-
flame.
We have eternal flame.
All right. They dim, but
Psych. And I'll also light up my holy symbol with the gem.
make a perception check, Libretto.
All right, time for me to fail. Told you.
All right, you have reached the bottom of the stairs, or you're about 5 feet off the water now. The water is murky rust brown, and it has splotches of greenish white algae and fungi clinging to the wall, floating on the surface, and the tunnel seems to continue off deeper down into the heart of the mountain.
He'll wait on the steps for everyone else to catch.
All right. Everyone reaches where Libretto is about 5 feet above. One by one, of course. Some of you And 5 feet below Lebredowitz is murky water. It's got green algae and floating on it. That green algae has kind of white spots. There's also fungi growing on the walls and slimes. This place is kind of organic.
Can I pick off a bit of the algae off the wall?
Mm.
Is it like a natural algae?
Make a nature check. You have advantage since you were bold enough to just grab it and risk losing your finger to, mimics and stuff.
Give myself some guidance. Oh, 11.
Pretty terrible. You think it's normal, natural algae that grows in a hot, sulfuric environment, but you're kind of just guessing.
I flick it off my finger into the water.
It doesn't burn you.
Clear
Probably,
up
yeah. It's
Clear
probably
up
not
that-
no more valuable than stuff you can get in the Evermoors. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, keep going.
I was just going to say, I changing the water's opatency and color to just clear water so we can see through it.
Okay, cool. You can see that the floor is grimy, covered by a thin layer of brownish moss. There's fungi underneath the waterline, just as everything. A few very small fish and snails and stuff like that, plankton. No sign of anything as big as a wand. Nothing the size of your hand. Even nothing as big as your finger. Even.
If we wanted to wait about 10 or 20 minutes, I could get a water walk going, and if there are any traps on the floor, we could just walk over the water on top of it.
Sounds like a plan.
Slowly freeze it, but that's only 5 feet every time I cast, and that's at 6 seconds around. So every 6 seconds I can cast 5 feet of water, and we just walk over ice instead.
You can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects, so only 10
Only
feet
10
of ice
feet.
at a time.
I'll just go up front and be right.
Yeah.
Never mind, I missed that bit of the text.
Pull them out.
Yeah, I'd rather the water walk just in case something comes out we need to move.
Did anyone close the trapdoor behind us?
Brushed over that part. I'm assumed if no one did, I would have turned back and closed it. So we
Alright.
didn't have any trolls following us.
Left it right open.
In any case, it's broken anyway. There's no longer secure, having since we popped it.
I ripped it off its hinges. I'm so powerful.
Pretty much.
So I take 10 minutes to cast Water Walk, and if no one annoys me, I'll also take another 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic.
Even before you finish the first water walk, you're disturbed. You hear roaring giant, since that's something that a few of us can speak, roaring in the giant tongue, and it's almost you! Hey, you!
Where's it coming from?
Hey, you! Come here! It's coming from the mouth of the cave. Hey, there's multiple voices. Hey, you! Hey, you! You guys, come here!
Wait, behind us, the mouth?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly where you came from. Yeah.
Is that the trolls?
Trolls don't
Can trolls speak?
talk normally, I don't
Trolls
think.
can speak giant. They are of the giant kin.
Huh, okay. I didn't think
Have
they
a
could speak
look.
if they were too
Rolls
stupid.
will go up.
There are trolls at the mouth of the cave, and they want to come in, but they're clearly, well, by the look of it, the cave itself. And then a blast of hot air comes out. Ah! The trolls run away from the hot air. Hey, you! Come here! Hey, you! Hey, you!
I'm blocking this out, continuing my ritual.
Hey, come here!
No!
Me going back down the hatch.
One of the trolls grows impatient and just fucking roars at you and starts throwing mud. No! The other troll's trying to explain, this is working, this is... We're being nice to them. They're going to do what we want, but the trolls, they're just raging. And so these trolls just hang out of the mouth They're too afraid to come in, but so desperate to try your meat.
So funny.
How many of them are out there?
Currently 3, but there are 4 more within sight past them.
I'm going back there.
You go back to,
Uh,
hey you!
I'm gonna yell back to them. Gonna yell back to them.
Probably just until they get hungry.
They
I'll ask
are ready.
everyone to stay within 30 feet of me by the time I finish this.
Before I go
Yeah.
back down, I'm gonna yell back to the trolls. I'll only fight one of yous, so you'll have to fight to the death, and the last person standing gets to eat me, correct? Oh, fine. Start fighting.
Yes!
Go on then, start fighting.
What did he say? I didn't understand. They start
John.
fighting anyway. You're not sure if it was you that started the fight or not, but they start fighting.
No, he said this.
Yeah, that's right.
And my job is done. I'll go back down with them.
Alright. Exactly.
Alright, so after 10 minutes, Water Walk is on everyone. And 10 more minutes go by. I'll get Detect Magic going. Goodbye, Groovy. Sounds like Groovy just
Okay.
crashed.
She's gone.
In the
She
middle of the
offline?
song.
Alright.
Gotta find myself some chill music. Yeah.
I'll chuck on the other one.
Look,
Everyone's doing ritual spells while I'm going to do a ritual spell as
let's all
Yeah,
do
great
ritual
idea.
spells. Hey,
well. Cast speak
wow,
with
do
animals to
rituals.
speak to one of the small fish.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, absolutely. The fish say, what do you?
Anything down the cave? Is anything interesting? Going for a good swim.
Yes, there is something very. The Queen of Night is just around the.
The Queen of Night. What's that?
Oh, she's a very powerful royal a god. I think she's a god.
How far down is she?
Oh, not far, just around the corner. And then past that, there's monsters in the water. And past that, there's boiling water. Oh, you are very much here where it's safe.
Cool. I might just tell everything to the group as I'm just sitting there speaking to a fish.
The what of night?
The Queen of Night?
All very interesting. Thank you, Mr. Fish, and I'll give him some rations that fish can eat.
You're
Sorry,
very generous. Well, everything I've ever heard about people must be wrong. I thought that you were terrible.
Do I know what the Queen of
The
Night
the
is?
fish he's talking to, I want to mentally telepath. I want to talk to it as well. I want to say, don't listen to him. He's full of shit.
Well, you don't have to swear.
He's full of fish.
Yeah, you've just offended him.
Oh well, carry
It's
on.
full of algae.
Yeah.
That's an analogy that I can understand.
Do I know what the Queen of Night is?
Make a history check.
I can't give myself guidance because I'm already concentrating on Detect Magic. Not a big deal.
Fuck.
28.
One of the many titles of Shah, among the most powerful goddesses of all, the goddess of night. It's a myth that I won't go into, but at the dawn of time, Shah was one of the goddesses that created the universe, and she has never lost an ounce of her power in all that time.
And she's very not cool.
She's pretty sinister.
She's like
she's
the
one of the
opposite
most
of Mystra.
Yeah, kind of. She's one of the most awesome evil goddesses, though, because like people often turn to Shah. She's an awful, horrible creature. She's very malicious, very cruel, very nasty. But sometimes that's what we want. Sometimes people break our hearts. Sometimes people cheat us. Sometimes people betray us. And when they do, Shah's that friend who's been waiting in the wings all this time, and she takes you in and tells you what you can do about it.
Mm. Well, Mornbrin must have been wronged in his life at some point if he has Shah here. Or some sort of power of Shah here. Let's proceed with a bit of caution.
Should I use my fire sword?
Yeah, you're able to walk along the top. That's right. It gives you. There's still a gap of about 8 feet between the ground, or the water rather, and the ceiling. Yeah.
I still keep an eye forward for any sort of trap on the
Alright.
wall or anything, like a cord across the hallway.
No problems.
Cool map change.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, me and yeah.
Is there really 9?
Yeah,
There
we
is,
cooperate well.
yeah.
eh?
We do not have
Wow.
Luro currently.
True.
I can
But she
replace
is not up there with the trolls. So, yeah.
I have a
Look at that.
30-foot vision. I can see anything magical in that line.
You look at the party, they glow.
Of course, of course.
Just like you just got the chip maximum bling everywhere.
Are we gonna start down?
Can I add to this best? Can I get like a panther?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
I
make
think
you up a
there should be
panther.
one there.
Oh, is
Right,
there
then
already
this-
one?
Pantera.
Okay,
Cool.
cool. I'll just
Do
use
you,
that.
I'll see if you've got
Pantera.
control over it. Yeah.
I think the stats are a little bit different though for your panther.
It just uses my proficiency and has a little bit more health.
Cool. You'll be able to adjust it. Yeah.
Bella story.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Libretto, it has to have a ritual too.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it so that I'm gonna stand close enough so that I can see at least 5 feet in front of the furthest person ahead.
I
With
will be
my-
up a bit further ahead so I can see literally everything ahead.
with
Oh my
six.
goodness,
No.
hold up.
Oh, what is that?
I said prepare. Wait. Walk with caution.
I don't want to be
Let's see
on
if
you.
let's see if you can drop that panther token down. See if it.
Oh shit.
I'm not walking
Ooh,
around that corner. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
We didn't say we were stealthing either, so we'll probably make a noise.
I
No, we're
kinda
walking
like
on top of the water.
What?
so
It
we're not
wasn't
splashing.
splashes. It was kind
Token
of like
looks like a lion. A lion.
I'm in full plate. So is Libretto. Libretto.
Libretto doesn't have
He's
plate.
in,
Yeah, I'm
he's
the
in
only one
started
playing.
leather.
Well, I'm just saying Roz was not being quiet. He is a jingle bell.
Roz.
Did we
Flank.
just walk off before I could? Never mind. Forgot about pass without trace. Makes even this unstealthiest stealthy.
You can still do it. You're worrying about your pants.
I can't even
pretty
see what
good.
you're talking about, but okay.
What are we talking? Well, I want to see it.
She looks something like Discord.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
that's a,
wicked.
That's a really nice picture too.
You are looking at with a beautiful woman's head, a muscular black lion, and in spite of the picture, pure black, the color of the panther. Her skin, her fur. She has a great set of tails, a tremendous set of wings, and this creature, whom many of you will recognize, Sphinx, is squatting, much like the famous statue, the famous work of architecture. She's squatting in the middle of the corridor, where it seems that 3 corridors converge. They go back right, back left, and directly back. Yeah, and of course the direction that you're in, much like a chicken's foot, I suppose. Anyway, it seems that there is a sheen in between, some kind of well, you're familiar with Major, and that's a good analogy. Some kind of force field that separates you and her in between the corridor. Nonetheless, You think that she can hear you because certainly you can hear her purring. She smiles and looks completely relaxed.
Wild Purr's back.
A move?
What is it?
She grooms herself.
I'm gonna move forward a little.
What?
Come around and have a look. It is something for everybody to see.
I thought everything would be dead in here.
We'll be right.
I don't want to pass the force field. There we go.
It's a force field.
Fuck yourself, Grady.
Yeah. Indeed, you do. So yeah, you reach the edge of this invisible wall, and the creature seems to regard you with somewhere between indifference and that kind of half side eye that you might give people at a nightclub.
Sexy one?
Hello.
The sexy one. Greetings
Oh gosh.
and welcome.
Thank you. I am Wild God.
I am the Guardian, and I have a riddle for you.
Oh, okay.
I must warn you, you have only one chance to answer this riddle correct, and if you do not, then I will have to devour you all.
All right.
Very well. I shall take the first answer that is shouted at me with clarity. So I
cast
suggest
silence on everyone.
that you use some cooperation before you respond.
So everyone shut up.
Round she is, yet flat as a board. Jewel on black velvet, pearl in the sea. Unchanged but yet changing eternally. What happened?
Jewel on black velvet. I know this one. I whispered them. Or saloon. One of the two. The same, right?
Well, if she, the Shah, didn't, I don't know, like, sense, I guess.
Is Saloon the name of, like, do they just call the moon Saloon?
Yeah,
as
like
well
we
as
call it
the god?
Luna. Yeah.
Jewel on black velvet. It's the light in the sky, the night sky. Pearl in the sea. Sea of
So,
stars.
should I just
Unchanged
tell her?
but ever changing. It's the crescent moon. Yeah.
Should I just tell her it's alone then?
Sure.
I have an answer for you.
Mm-hmm.
Saloon.
You may pass.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
God. Teleports behind
She
us.
get behind nothing personal, kid.
Nothing teleports behind you, nothing personal.
Kills
kid.
everyone.
Lightning bolt.
Can I just walk past the barrier? Oh, it's gone.
You can, Barry.
Actually teleport behind us?
Probably flies over you.
Okay.
And we'll duck.
Oh,
shit.
is she behind us over there or something?
Yeah. She went
I
over
didn't
there.
realize.
Ask her a question.
Sure.
Does she still move?
Yeah. She is. She waits there for you, facing you in the water. Unfortunately.
Yeah. May I ask, how long have you been here?
An eternity, hundreds of years.
Beautiful.
Alright.
I must best be with my friends now.
I pull out a
No.
little notepad and sketch it.
First thing I want to check for Arctic, are there any footprints? Because I imagine this is quite dusty.
It's actually water, so we're
it's
walking on water. Mm,
Dummy.
yeah, yeah.
Are there any water footprints?
Yeah, only the ones you make. Only
I'm
the
going to
ones
ask
you'll
her,
make.
is there anything we shouldn't touch that we're not allowed to?
I have played my role here. I am the
Alright.
guardian.
Cool.
Alright, which
Thing
way
we should all
first?
do- I think the best thing to do is all split up, and go each side.
We have so many of us. Why
That's
not?
the best idea.
I vote right because right is the right way.
Can I
It's
feel for wind?
logical.
Wait,
She's
what'd the
following
fish say?
us.
The fish were talking or something, weren't they?
No, it didn't say Pacific. Just said lots of monsters on the water. Didn't mention.
And
I
if we were
tried.
above the water, what's the worst that could happen?
Can I?
Maybe we can ask her.
How deep is the water, did you say, sorry?
Oh, no more than a foot. It's probably 9 inches.
I'll go back and I'll ask her which way she recommends to go.
I recommend you cooperate. Recheck and
Alright.
It's
She was no help.
Leave her out, you asshole.
I'm telling
Are we
you
gonna go with
guys,
Roz's idea?
it
Right,
makes
right,
sense.
right.
Or was it
No,
Wild
it's-
Gold?
yeah.
I can't remember. I
It's
mix it up again.
Roz's.
Can I just? Can I feel wherever wind is coming from? Or is
Ah,
getting sucked down?
you can. It's quite obvious. It's coming from the front direction. It's hot and wet.
Hell yeah.
Is
I
that
don't want to be every
maybe where
day.
the boiling is coming from?
Uh-oh, Indiana Jones theme started. Watch out for boulders.
Yeah.
Roll.
Well, the fish
Make a
said
dexterity save.
The
at the end
perfect.
there's boiling water.
Although everyone's currently... Oh, now people moved. Everyone was currently in range of the bonus.
Of boiled water bonus.
No, my saves bonus. Pally goodness.
I
That's what
thought
the
all
green
of Bretta
circle
went
is.
juice.
I mean,
I'll
Stop
if
walking.
it's
walk, I
coming
can
from this
go-
way, shouldn't we go this way?
We could try. That's just a genus things. Sparse cast fireball. I'm asking so many questions. Bam.
I'm the guardian, not the. Alright.
Who's that big ass aura? Why is
That's
Where is
my.
it originating from?
That's my
it's a-
detect magic. So it's easy to see.
Was there a question? Oh, that's so. What is that square? Yeah.
That is detect magic.
why is it
Right,
always
right. No,
Saxon
that's a-
gets
it's a
what is
small
this aura
square.
question?
I mean,
10,
the small
15, 20.
um,
Small square.
Yeah, there's a small square. But
I see
anyway.
a small green circle.
If you would like me to peek around the corners, I'm more than happy.
Okay, well, we have left or straight then right.
There's a door at the end of this. I don't know if everyone can see. Can everyone see down the hall?
Yeah, well, I can't see a door.
Turn on.
Alright. And there's a door at the end of this one.
I'll turn on my light so you can see at least.
We'll stay going, right? Maybe.
You
Or
go
do we want to
right
go the other way?
3 times. If we go right 3 times, we'll start where we started.
Makes.
Draxus is walking off by himself.
I keep an eye out for traps on the way while I'm walking this way. I mean, I am walking on the top of water, but on like the walls and stuff.
Sure, make an investigation roll.
You know, the classic traps, the holes in the walls that shoot poison darts, things in the ceiling that fall on you, that kind of thing.
Good call.
Was it investigation?
Investigation, that's right.
Great.
You spot lots of fungi, lots of mold, but it's no different to the stuff that you've already passed.
Ready. I'll keep walking into this door.
Everyone's going down this way.
They are. And you have reached a large. It's a bit swollen, so clearly this thing has suffered some level of damage. And it looks like it's probably jammed as a result. Well, you can give it a go. You attempt to mend it. It has actually no effect, which it surprises you somewhat because mending usually has some effect, even if it's virtually useless. It will at least do something. Yeah, that's right. Untwist the wood or something. But this case, it just didn't affect it at all, which almost makes you wonder if it was designed this way. Detect magic. Pretty much everything in this place is magical. There's nothing particularly magical about the door, but the entire dungeon radiates a kind of, I suppose, transmutation, mostly magic, but also enchantment. Yeah, it's the whole thing was clearly made with magic, and probably is only maintained with magic as well, and that creates a something of a permanent aura.
Sure.
And I'll try to open the door.
Brilliant.
I'll try normally first.
Yeah, it opens easily actually.
27.
It just you jar your arm because oh fuck, you just yanked on a door that was already open, and yeah. Interestingly though, and this probably is maybe interesting. When you yanked the door, you should have broken it, just like you broke the trap door. You didn't. This door suffered absolutely no damage. You yank it, and it just pulls open. Good, nice. That's nice.
All right. That was easy.
Let's get going.
I'm just gonna turn.
It was just surprisingly easy to open.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So you look in and you can see that this room is weird. Hey, this is weird.
This is a strange room.
Probably a good idea, but it's too late because we've
Can't really stay away from them though.
precisely. If there are any pressure plates, then we've already triggered them, and it's too late. It doesn't really matter. But we haven't triggered any pressure plates. What we see are several globes hanging from the ceiling by wires, little thin strings of copper chain, 9 glass spheres, actually. Each glass sphere is filled with a gas, an opaque gas, you can't see through it, that is colourful and swirling like some industrial wonderland. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Are any of the gases golden?
There is a golden gas.
Ooh, which one's that? Because I want to go over to that one.
Whichever one looks most golden to you.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, right. Okay.
Although I did think it was this one, to be fair.
Good.
Yeah, they're all grey to me, except for this one, which is bright pink. No.
It is pretty hard because of the aura.
A lot of the colors look very similar. These three, the middle, top, and that one look exactly the same to me.
Look, I'll make an admission. The reason why I didn't. You're like, is there a gold one? Yeah, sure. And I looked at on the gold one.
Blue.
Probably not those ones.
Blue, yeah.
It's
That sounds
very
light blue.
like light blue though.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's
That
continue.
one's empty.
I like the
Okay.
golden one. I'm just gonna stare at the golden one. Prophet. Wait, no. Yeah, actually no.
Prophet, what are these things? What do they do?
How far up are they?
They're within a height that you can probably reach. Well, maybe not you, but everyone else can.
Message. You need a small copper wire.
They're pretty big globes. They're about 2 feet wide each. They're big crystal balls.
Are they hanging off of like a chain or something, or are they just?
That's
floating?
right.
Copper
Hanging
chain.
from a copper chain. Yeah.
Copper chain.
Yeah, it does. Much like a chandelier. It'll be pretty heavy. It's a pretty big strain. The whole thing appears quite fragile, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. An alchemy check. A disadvantage. You have no exposure to it. Alchemy, intelligence with proficiency. Oh, that's yeah, probably not what you want. No. So intelligence without proficiency out. All right.
Yeah, but
The
he's not in
door?
here.
Slam shut.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
Hang on, I've got
Sword
this.
delivered.
Aradel, down here.
Hello.
Try to push on the door. Wait, did it like swing open towards
No,
me
it's
last time?
yeah, it swung out. That's right.
Swung outwards. Okay, I try to
Yeah.
push on the door as hard as I can.
Make an athletics roll.
20.
You fail.
All right. This door's pretty jammed.
And I'll regular rage again and try to give it another
Nothing.
push.
At this point, Roz would have tried to. Ooh, that's very-
26.
Nothing.
Nothing's happening.
Make an investigation roll.
Seems you've gotten yourself into some trouble.
Yeah, they're locked on the other side.
Yeah. Wild's been trying to push it open, but he can't.
Nothing.
Is there magic on the door?
There is.
What type of magic?
Transmutation.
Oh, well, there's some magic on the door. Maybe that caused it to shut. What did
And
it do?
Fine.
And abjuration. Don't get to say that very often. And
Oh.
abjuration. Oh,
Nice.
this is nice. Oh.
Quite interesting door.
No, they look no different. The shutting of the door might have caused them to swing a little bit, but that might just be because the whole complex is rumbling slightly. If you've ever been in a minor earth tremor, it's like that.
Them out. I can get them out.
Can we hear you through the wall?
I'm just gonna push past.
You can hear each other, yeah.
Hey,
Let's hop out the way.
Hey, Wild.
Yeah.
I wanna ride one.
You want to ride one of the big? All right.
I'll chuck you up on one.
Can you
Oh,
stand back for a
God.
sec?
Pick the one that you're on. Just move to the put onto.
Fuck's sake. Rest in peace.
Up to the door.
All right. No worries. That's it. You're currently on a crystal ball, swinging forward like a Miley Cyrus. All right. Is there anything written on the chain? A nice fine copper chain, probably worth a couple of gold pieces. You knock. The door does not open.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Prophet. Do you think that we could take the golden one with us? I want it. Yeah, but it's in a ball.
Try
Come
and
on,
open the
Prophet,
door.
please.
Doesn't
Try it.
dispel the magic?
What
on
did
the
you
door?
do? Sorry.
Cast
No, it does
it.
not.
The-
No.
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 Oh, okay.
It's bullshit. Like only artifacts don't behave like this. Magically locked door. It opens. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I was
I
like,
have
the
an
fuck?
idea.
I studied the spell.
If we
Alrighty.
break open all of these things, surely the door will open.
Just give me a second. I may try to dispel the magic on the door.
I listened to Wild Gold and stabbed the one I'm on.
Oh god.
All right. You stab at the one that you are on, and suddenly something drops from the gas. What do those of you on the ground do?
Look
Something
at
is falling from the gas. It appears to be a jar. A jar is falling from the gas.
Oh, I'll pick it up.
Dexterity saving throw to catch it,
Oh.
or acrobatics check, I suppose.
Oh, dexterity save.
Probably dexterity
acrobatics?
save. Dexterity save, yeah.
Dexterity
Dex
save.
Yeah, it's
You're
only
in range
DC
of Helly Goodness.
Come on.
Done. That's not really it. You stabbed it with your sword. You pulled the cork off with a precision blow. No worries. I snatched up a potion.
Oh,
Also a key. A potion and a key.
all right. One potion, unknown. And oop, and 1 key. Is there a keyhole in the door?
There is a keyhole in the door.
I try the key.
All right.
It's a mimic.
Doesn't do anything.
All right, break another one.
Fuck.
I'll grab
This one.
that one. All right, I'll throw him up again.
And I'll stab it.
Where is it? Athletics. There it is.
All right, that one. You smash it, and out drops a key and a silver ring.
I pick them up.
Pick up the key, and the silver ring speaks to you.
Oh,
Hello?
I am a magical artifact. The ring tells me.
Okay.
I will grant you powers beyond your wildest dreams.
Deal.
When you
Fuck.
When you put me on, I will make you invisible, hasted, immune to charms. I will give you fly, detect magic, and a wish. I will allow protection and spell turning. However, once per year, I will permanently eat part of your life. I must be warned before you leave this room. You cannot take me away. You cannot be removed, or my powers will be lost. So you must choose between you who shall wear me.
I'll do it.
Telepathically to everyone.
I want to do it.
Wild.
Yeah.
I
Don't put the ring on.
I put the ring on.
You can fly.
I'm awesome.
And that means I lose my fire sword from attunement if this attunes.
Doesn't need attunement.
Doesn't need attunement, I get all my things. Oh my god, what is this ring?
Once a year, he permanently drains your life.
He
I was
didn't
gonna
say how
say,
much, so he couldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
He didn't say how much, but he gave you a lot of spells there, buddy. I imagine it'd be a bit.
How much life do you drain from me, by the way?
As much as I desire.
Right. Well, that's a little bit unfair.
All right. Can I, if I'm reaching out with my sword, can I pop him from the ground?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'm gonna go to this one. Pop it, because I
Wait,
want to
let
ring.
me try the key first. I'm gonna try the key.
The door opens.
Oh Pop him anyway.
Yeah, I'll pop this one.
I get the gold one.
Alright. So in the
I wanna pop one.
Bredowitz, you find some jewelry that falls out. Do you try to catch it?
Oh yeah, I totally grabbed the jewelry.
While the jewelry comes out, a key also comes out, and so does a great big slime. It is a greyish colour, and it lands on you at advantage on its first attack.
Goodbye, goodbye, good friends.
Good friends, goodbye.
What could that, hey, I've got this ring. It could probably just disintegrate it or some shit.
You don't know.
One. Wow.
Did that roll?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't roll an attack. It just did
Just
it.
roll damage, right?
Wait, didn't the ring say
Oh, there we
if I-
go.
if I took it off, it was just like gone then?
It loses its power.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a wish.
I wish
me-
that
it
you'd
gave
get the
me a
fuck off
wish.
me.
You think it gave you a wish?
I wish that you didn't drain my life
Hold on,
force once a year.
It rolled
Yeah.
a 7 with advantage.
You rolled a 7 with advantage. It's been in here for a long time.
It's a bit rusty.
Just already.
It's my time.
This poor innocent ooze was just sleeping, and it's been broken out of its natural habitat, and we are about to assault it. What do you do about this innocent ooze?
Capture it. Have that as your familiar.
I throw a Pokeball.
yeah.
I'm gonna stand there and watch and take the dodge action because I don't want to enter the room.
Fair, very wise. Yeah, your panther admires your Harridan.
I'll just sort of have a little brisk walk up to see what's going on.
Oh yeah, being attacked by an ooze.
I see an ooze dropping from the ceiling or from the ball. I just give it a little bit of a sacred flame.
All right.
Wah.
It's sacred. Yeah, it's not gonna. Oh, there you go. It does all right.
Oh.
He passed. Good on him.
Actually passes with
Well
a
done,
minus
Ooze.
2.
That's right. It's. I'm proud of my use.
Dex
Yeah.
use.
That's it. Who's your daddy? Liberator.
Who's your daddy?
Alright. I stab it.
All right. You have an excellent shot on it. The use appears to be severely injured. However, is your weapon magic? Of course, yeah.
It is.
It seems to glisten and eat the grime off your sword. Anything organic like blood or anything like that is immediately dissolved.
It cleans my sword as I stab it. I'm gonna stab it again.
These things are the best.
Wait, do we have a jar?
What?
Put it in a jar.
You have almost slain it outright. Livy, do you have a jar? Apparently
I
not.
don't have a
Oh,
jar.
God.
No, he's dead.
Pew pew.
It has splattered all over the place. Unfortunately,
The door closes.
the jewelry shatters against the ground and smashes.
Well, that was your magic ring gone.
I want to break this one, the gold one.
And I want to open the red one.
And I'll do this one last.
I'll go into the blue.
I'm doing my orange one.
I'm stepping back 20 feet.
The gold one rains gems, all sorts of amethysts and pearls and topazes, turquoise, worth 600 gold pieces.
It's Topai.
What?
Topai.
Nothing bad either.
To Petty. There is a false key, but I just thought that you didn't even really want to know.
Yeah, I
We
don't
don't
pick
know.
up the key.
We have 7
I'll keep,
keys now.
I'll keep the key that worked. I'll keep the key that worked.
What if we keep all keys and they're all used for different doors?
Good
Yeah,
idea.
just keep all the keys.
Alright,
Take up
you can take this key
0.1
then.
of your inventory.
And I also,
You may list it as false key.
can I have a list of what the ring can do?
Oh, absolutely. I'll give it to you in a moment. Yeah,
Righto.
once we get through these. All right. So, who's doing? We got
Livy on the red.
Livy on the red. You unfold it. Some things fall out. Do you catch them?
Fucking oath.
All right.
Demons.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Poor dexterity. Oh,
Great. You managed to catch lots and lots of lead jewelry, a false key, and you also catch 3 shadows who get advantage on their attack against you.
rest in peace, Livy.
What are
Rest in
shadows?
peace.
I-
Right?
We will, yeah, but I bet they make
After
an
the
attack
attack.
first. Yeah, that's right.
You've got
After
some
this.
strength up your belt.
Shadows are very
1,
not
2,
fun.
3.
My last character died.
Oh, I'm losing it. What's going on? They're
They
not
didn't
rolling
roll.
their attack?
They didn't
Wow.
roll it, did it? Like that's the second time that that's
I
happened.
mean, yeah,
Maybe-
re-rolled because it looks like one of those was a crit.
It must be like
It could have been an advantage though.
but like I don't understand why it's doing it. It must be a 20 bug, I guess.
They
Like,
are
you
at
know.
advantage action.
It's cut off because it says and the target
Oh,
strength
yeah.
score is reduced by 1d4. Just like and.
Hours later.
Starts with and.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, why is it? There we go. That
Yeah,
works.
that's up there now.
19, 19, and 22 all hit.
All right,
Strength
I will
do you have?
roll 3d4.
Strength do you have, Levy?
10.
Ooh.
Ah! Oh!
Oh,
7. Oh my
So
god.
3 is your strength.
3 is my strength.
And you can't carry any of
You
your
are
gun.
heavily encumbered. I assume you are.
No, actually.
No?
I
Wow.
don't carry much.
There you go.
You're carrying your familiar.
Oh, look, it's the shadows go. I've got bad news for you.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Ben luck, you fuckers.
They
They
don't
don't
have
have advantage, though,
advantage.
do they? They don't, do they?
No, no.
Ben
Okay.
luck as much as you fucking can, you fucker.
21.
Alright.
16.
So
Uh,
21, 10, 16.
the
I can get
21
rid of the
hits.
16.
Get rid of the 16. I got 15 AC. I hope he doesn't die. I just had fun.
Alt 1d4, Ben Luck, 2 sorcery points. Here we go. 2, you're right.
Yes, I'm okay for that one. I just need to roll a 2 or lower on that D4. I am
You got so lucky.
Now you are heavily encumbered.
over
You're the
carrying
carrying
capacity.
capacity of
Even your
15
clothing would weigh you down at this point.
Don't want to hear any more fucking shit from anyone about a wild mage. See you coming.
That's it, eh? Well, that was exciting.
I haven't been writing damage because I expected to die, but I'll just add that up.
I guess this becomes important now. Shit, that was dramatic. Yeah.
That was fucking close. That's what that was. 1 strength less.
You catch these shadows. Hooray! Oh, fuck.
31
Yes.
damage?
Oh, goodness.
Sure,
I
let's
just-
go with that.
I just realized.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, eh?
It wouldn't have
Hit
hit me.
outright.
True.
I think I would have been hit once.
And then you wouldn't have been able to carry your shield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm well
Still.
under my carrying capacity, oddly enough.
Okay. Well, afternoon nap.
Knew these orbs were a bad idea. I actually have to
Yes.
do something. Quite wrong one. I don't carry that on me anymore.
Pew! Oh.
That'll do.
Pew!
Smash. All right. You drive a severe hole in one of the shadows, leaving it just a tattered mess, but still it hangs on to this existence. This one. All right. Says the cat doesn't get involved.
Ah, no, acts on its own initiative. It's right at the bottom.
Oh, does it? All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Jiraxis.
I'm gonna save this boy again, hopefully. I'm gonna spend
Fireball.
Fireball, yeah.
Fireball. No.
Explode everything else.
The fireball followed by cure light wounds might be a really good tactic.
Gonna go
Alright.
3 scorching rays. I
Yeah.
just fucking closed my thing.
Brilliant, brilliant.
So 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
All right,
thank
three
the
hits.
fucking lord.
So I guess 1 on each I'll do, and hopefully people can clean up that mess. So for the first roll, 8 damage. Second roll, 6 damage, and the third roll, 9
9.
damage.
All right, you blast one, and the others begin to scream.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
It's my turn.
There are 2 remaining.
Muddy 2 keeps crossing out that orb.
Needs to be gold.
Make it yellow. Make it
Just-
blue. Make it yellow. Make it blue.
There's so many layers.
There must be a few.
All right, deal.
Cruel. All right, Wild Gold, it's your go.
Hey, Ring, what can you do again? Is there something I can do to blast these
Oh.
guys or something?
Ah, yes, there's so many things that you can do. I can grant you invisibility, haste, immunity, fly, detect magic, wish, spell turning, protection, but I will eat your life.
Wait, each time?
Once per year.
All right.
Let's put you.
Well, you see, I'm all
That
right with
wasn't in the
that,
contract.
but I want at least enough time to do what I want to do.
Very well.
All right. I guess haste.
Haste!
I don't know what it does.
Haste you.
Makes you extra attacks and
Yeah.
more AC.
Yeah. You get like an extra
Ooh.
action and you faster speed, so yeah.
I'll just like add these spells to my list at some point. Okay.
Okay, cool.
And when
Does
it
he have
runs
to
out,
concentrate
you,
on them?
If
But does he have to concentrate on it?
Yeah.
Or is it the ring that does it
The
for him?
ring concentrates.
oh shit.
that
That's
is
actually
fucking
perfect.
insane.
Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'll go over. And so I get, even without raging, I get another attack?
Yeah.
Okay, then I get 3 sword attacks. Not reckless because I'm not raging.
You're reckless.
18,
You can
27,
still
15.
reckless without raging.
Oh yeah, you don't have to rage to reckless.
I would have moved there actually, sorry.
Alright.
Alright, well then, yeah, I would have reckless since I... Okay, yeah, okay. If you
Sure.
can reckless without raging, that's, yeah, I'll always reckless. All 3 hit?
They do.
Are you getting...
The last fire
Yeah.
numbers aren't against thing, are they? Or is that? Oh, that's
no,
different weapon. Never mind.
that's the giant slayer you're thinking of. I have both my swords.
Livy, you are saved.
Oh, thank fuck! You just see like this cripple old man. He's got his cane like just barely holding himself up.
Does your strength not come back?
No.
What? That's nuts!
Unless you
I
get.
was so fucking... Wow.
Hey,
Roberto's
Ring, do
gonna-
you know what's in the rest of these?
I do not.
Damn. All right, I'm leaving the room.
Liberato's gonna pop this one.
Alright.
I'm leaving, by the way. I'm getting out of this fucking room
You've had enough.
slowly but surely. I'm fucking out of there.
Is this one that's not popped yet? No, I don't.
I'll pop mine next, I guess.
I just marked it, then I popped it.
You are being rained down upon.
Fire.
Rain down. Do you catch the what's raining on you?
Yes.
Acid.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I mean, we're basically gods, right?
You find
Yeah, where is
11
it?
gems.
I haven't even rolled my thing yet. Hang on, I'm trying to do it. Was it dexterity saving throw? There you go.
It is.
I pocket them.
All right, they are worthless.
I still
Those
pocket 'em.
gems.
That was full of
Still
bread
value
wit,
more
Rex,
than
it's
that.
not you, Reese.
Right?
That was
Alright,
full of bread
anyone-
wit, not you.
Oh.
Yeah, they were the
Oh.
worthless gems. Yeah.
Anyone else
Oh.
popping one?
Oh, sorry.
I'm popping this one here, yeah, bread wit.
All right. Roz pops one. Something is dropping out. Do you catch it?
Yeah.
It's a scroll case. Make it a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, dexterity.
I better
saving
be 20
throw.
feet away. I am.
You dropped the scroll case. It's okay
Even
because
with
it's a
the
scroll
plus
case.
3?
It doesn't break. It's okay. It's a scroll case. You know, nothing. Glass doesn't break when you drop it, so it's okay. There is a scroll of the spell Fear and a false key.
Ah. Hey, I got a scroll, guys.
Nice.
It says fear on it.
Level 3.
Says F ear.
Fear.
Hero. Yeah, that's it.
Theater.
Weird, it's just got a picture of those shadow things on it.
Yeah, sure. Of it. All right. Jirax. There's 2 left, isn't there?
Yeah. Do you want me to re-roll my dex save? Oh, I'll pop it and then I'll let you ask.
All right. Let's
A
see that
Tarask
one.
falls on.
Oh.
Head. A miniature Tarask.
Giant miniature space hamster.
Giant miniature space Tarask.
All right. Do you catch what you're under?
Yeah, I'll try and catch it.
Dexterity saving throw.
Use the old one or just use a new one?
Yeah, make a new one. Yeah.
17.
Brilliant.
Plus 3 is 20.
That is magic, and you have managed to catch. Oh fuck! This is crazy.
Snake! A fucking snake! No,
Beautiful.
sorry.
Beautiful snake. It's a beauty. You managed to catch a diamond necklace worth 12,000 gold pieces, and you are attacked by an earth immediately at the
A
same
what?
time. An air elemental attacks you,
Oh,
and
okay.
let's see. This is what we'll do. Slam. That's an advantage.
Advantage. Slam first doesn't hit. Second slam does hit if it's advantage. So yes, second one will do.
The wind is knocked out of you.
And
No.
Fuck, that was stupid.
it's fucking horrible. Don't ever do that again.
Hey, look at me go. Livy may be fucking weak, but he's fast.
Me.
Sorry about my superior puns, but you know.
Air Elemental's in a lot of trouble.
Fucking oath.
It's the
Why couldn't the shade fucking roll that low?
Yeah.
Alright, Libretto, with this air elemental is buffeting and throwing jewelry and glass around.
I will stab it. Oh no. I will.
With that libretto, with the one he rolled, I will use the feat that we got to turn it into a natural 20.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Hold on. Where did you get that?
It's a blessing
How?
everyone got.
Not. I think
Only
you
once,
joined
though.
later, so.
It's moon
What
bridge,
is that?
isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I forgot I had it, so I just want to use it.
brilliant.
Okay.
I haven't seen it for a long time either.
Well, if it's a natural 20,
It is.
then oh,
It's
well, time for smitey goodness.
Let's put all my spell slots into this air elemental.
Big damn.
So with an extra D8. So that's
Extra
15
1d8.
magical piercing, and then
Did you use your blessing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Perfect.
Still got more,
And
hang on.
then-
It's still coming.
Crikey.
all right. Oh,
Yeah.
a total of
Fine,
47.
Brilliant. The air elemental is still intact.
Cool. I stab it again. Yes.
Another title you can have.
That was almost
Slayer of air.
Like the break for wind better.
How is this? Elemental looking?
It's a durable. Like it's in cyclone mode.
Gotcha. Cool. Then I'll just regular stab it.
All right.
So that's 5 more. I rolled the 1.
15, 23, 23 and 6, 29, 29 and 37, 47 and 5, 52. It continues to rage like a storm.
Pew, pew.
Trace a line between you and our famous air element.
Fucking here we go. Wild gold, look.
You piece of shit.
Or I do it on this side, you never know.
hits the panther.
Let's go for nap.
All right, the panther has been struck.
I owe too much to
You're
Wild
lucky
gold
because
already.
it would have gone up in price as well as what you are if you had have shot him.
That's why I went for nap.
The panther considers attacking Livy instead.
So how much damage on the panther?
Yeah, let me just roll it.
Max.
good.
15.
Oh,
Maximum
rolls
damage.
max.
Was it against the panther or was it against Nap?
Hit the panther.
Yeah, hit the panther.
Oh, it hit the pan. They're alive.
But does a 10 hit your AC?
Oh no. It's got 12
No.
AC.
No, I'm kidding.
Should have more than that, shouldn't it? Its AC
No.
goes up. If you're using the UA one, its AC goes up by your
Oh, proficiency, yeah.
proficiency as well.
Nice. That'll be useful for later on anyway.
Good. All right. Roz.
Roz will run up, and I'll make this into a maneuver goading attack, hopefully.
Yeah.
With Flame Skull. Wow, that's
Oh.
3 ones in the past 3 turns. That's crazy.
Maybe you should have used your natural 20 thing
Oh,
now.
me.
That'll do it.
DC 15 on the goading save.
Alright, 10, 16. Okay. You taunt it, but it's furious at your access for releasing it.
That's all I got.
I hate you for letting me out of my ball.
I like prison. 3 meals a day.
I'll give you the meal of freedom. Bitch.
Give you the last meal you ever need.
Does the
Knuckle
panther eat?
sandwich.
Does the panther eat Livy?
Sorry?
Does the panther attack Livy?
I know, just growl.
Alright.
It takes
I
one
turn a
strength
health
away from
potion.
Livy.
Takes one strength away from Livy.
Uses necrotic bite. Shadow bite. Alright. Pantera. Does it just stand at the sidelines?
I wanted it to go in and attack. How can
Excellent.
the panther move?
Oh, like
40?
40, I think.
Ah.
Yeah.
50.
50.
Even better.
Oh shoot, 50.
That's fast.
And you could put libretto wit on top of it.
You
Don't
Sweet.
give me that kind of ideas.
kind of power can only corrupt a man.
I will use its bite.
Power restored in the panther.
Alright. Unfortunately, the panther is finding it difficult to understand how it's a fight a cloud. Prophet, would you like to just demonstrate how to fight a cloud?
Profit use bite.
That works. Alright. Come on, air elemental. It has been destroyed.
Ooh.
The wind dissipates, leaving us nothing but a foul stench in the air. Clever boy.
Like, dim my fingers just about to like shoot a massive old fucking fire blast into its face and like, oh, it's dead. Oh well.
Alright, guess we gotta pop the last
I'm
one.
gonna pocket my necklace.
A
The other-
scroll case falls out and another false key. A scroll of hold person.
Man, I got the worst fucking one.
You drop it, Libretto, it doesn't matter.
I have a +8 and I rolled a 9. What the
That was
hell?
pretty bad.
Now that everyone's dispersed all the danger in this room, can I look around for secret doors or anything in here?
The door does not slam shut. Yeah, you look around. There's
Nothing.
I give it to you.
You can have this one. Would you want the fear one, Prophet? Fear. Okay.
You know, it's a good thing that we didn't like get the creatures when the door was still locked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we would have been fucked.
7
Can
coupons.
we have a
For
quick
what?
break?
I don't need mage armor anymore, though.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sell
Can I-
them amongst the party.
Hey, Ring.
Inspect Levy. Oh, does his thing.
yeah, it can suppress magic items. Yeah.
Can I ask the ring for its name and its list of spells again, so I can add them to my character sheet?
There's no response.
Well,
Ah, you missed a part. The most important part.
I can only use one spell a
No.
year.
No, you can't leave the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
The room.
no
Wait,
longer magical?
You're no longer flying.
Fuck.
that's so funny.
It's just a regular
Wait.
ring now.
You have a
I go back into the room.
You can fly.
Oh hell yeah!
Hey Ring,
Fast-
what's your name and why do you only
Hello.
work in this room?
I am the ring of false promise.
And you only work in this room.
No, no, yeah, that's right. I'm not the ring of lies, so yeah, that's right. Yeah, he can't work. He's not working.
If I leave this room, do you still drain my life?
Yes.
I take the ring off. Does it still drain my life?
Wait, do you still drain my life if I take you off?
You can't take the ring off.
I can't.
You gotta get the spell magic or get rid of curse. whatever it
Remove
is.
curse, yeah.
Hey Ring,
Yeah?
can I use the wish spell, please?
Yeah.
I wish you were off my finger.
Haha, there's no wish spell.
You motherfucker.
Dispel magic. What about dispel magic?
Yeah, that'll work. The ring falls off. The ring.
I put it in my pocket. It's gone. I put it in my pocket.
All right, you take it home and smash it to bits when you get home. Oh no, yeah, yeah, that worked.
It's now just a regular ring.
That's right. So the magic is suppressed for a while. It's still technically the ring of false promises.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right, you have ring of false promises.
That's fine.
Can I make like I don't know, like Arcana check to see if I can figure out like what, or maybe I don't know, something to do with like how Levy's been drained of strength, like how to help him.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, make an Arcana check. Yeah.
If you ever go to this room,
that
take this
ring?
ring.
Yeah, I'll grab Levy by the head and do the whole. You know how they grab him by each side of the cheek and kind of move his head around and look up and like, yeah, you just need rest and you'll be right, mate.
Switch it on and off again.
Yeah.
Alright, and I'll slump against this corner up here and just start like dozing off like an old man.
What?
Well,
Now he's
stopping? Can I chuck him on my back?
Yeah.
Piggyback.
There's still water on the ground all around here, right?
There is, yeah.
And in that
by
ring?
now, the water ritual's probably about worn off too.
Last an hour.
Oh, right. I thought it was only 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes is the
The casting, yeah.
Is the yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
of
just
course,
bugged through the wall.
Oh, did you? Oh, you did. You did.
Thank you. I can get back in.
If 10 minutes has passed though, my my detect magic is gone.
Okay.
And I chuck you in my back.
2 Panadol. That always fucking works for me, honestly. I think we should keep an eye out. Are you bringing Livy?
He's on my back. He's just gonna move with us.
I keep an eye out. Can I search these walls for secret doors as they approach that one?
You can make investigation.
I'll give myself guidance since I no longer have something I'm concentrating on.
All
19.
right. There is mold and slime on this floor. It seems relatively harmless. There's nothing different, nothing special. You think that there's water damage to the door, so you think that there's probably water on the other side of the door as well.
I knock to see if it sounds hollow.
What was the question? Sorry, it's sort of.
I wanted to knock to see if it sounded hollow or if it was like had water pressed up against it.
No, it's hollow.
It's hollow?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's water of a depth of about the one that you're. Yeah,
Oh,
sounds
then
like a fairly small room.
I'll try to open it then.
It opens with ease.
Cool.
And you'll have to listen carefully because I'm only going to say this once. Okay. 5 flesh golems are clustered against the north wall. Each has a number on its chest. 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. Now, you know how it works. You get one chance at answering. Number 5 says, done this too slowly now. Giving you too much time. Number 5 says, one of us does not belong with the others. If you can pick it out, serve you, and will allow you up the passage. If you pick the wrong one, we will kill you. You have 60 seconds.
They have numbers on them.
They do. 5, 7, 9, 11, 13.
As the timer started now?
Oh, fucking oath. 17 seconds have gone.
There's 2 numbers in between each one.
$30 seconds.
Ooh. Fuck.
But when it
20.
gets down to... Oh, fuck. Does anyone have ideas?
No
I'm guessing
ideas.
13.
15.
Roz shuts the door. I'm walking backwards a little bit.
10. 9.
I run to
Yeah,
the door,
It's-
open it, and
nine's
shout
not a
out
prime
9.
number, right? Because it divides between 3.
2, 1.
So 9's the
Nine.
odd number.
1. You succeed. And you guess correctly. The flesh golem now serves you.
Like, yeah, no, I don't know shit about prime numbers.
Neither do I.
All right. I shall give Nap control.
Wait, what?
Because he
I
said
thought
it.
it was. Thought
Did
it
you
was
use
the
it?
prophet.
Oh,
He
Prophet.
said
Yeah, you're, no, you're right. That's sorry. You're
We kill Prophet and take his
Right.
golem for our own.
yeah. Nap was the one to call it out. But you're Prophet. That's
Is that a
fair.
door?
It is a door.
I'll try to open it.
It opens, and it seems that the slimy water ends here. And so does our session.
Da 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 da, because we'll die.
The flesh
The other
golems.
golems
These
come
ones are
alive.
against us. Bam, 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 bam. Kill us all. Damn, that
But we
ring was
have one on our
awesome for
side.
a little bit there. That would have been so cool. Just get haste.
Ring of false promises.
That's great.
What a
Alright.
bastard of a ring. I love it.
I gotta head off, but it was a good session.
See you later.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See ya.
guys.
Thanks
Yes.
for coming.
Fucking, that was a close one.
That was, to be honest, I thought I did something terrible by putting that ring on. I'm kind of glad it was a bitch of a ring and just lying and about
Hmm.
everything. It was just
You had your
false
moment
promises.
of fun.
I was like, this would be cool, but if I'm cursed, this is bad. I'll have
Is
to
it-
use that wish spell against.
I can uncurse you depending on how strong the curse is.
I mean, it would have been worth it for a wish spell.
Where's the where's that committee channel?
What? Goodbye to Sash then.
Goodbye
Thanks,
to
everyone.
Sash then.